Almost there, everyone. That window will not disappear on me. That would be helpful. Okay, so I have hit the button. We should be streaming. And everybody spent the points they're going to spend before the start of this late starting session. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just going to hit enter on it.
Oh, yeah. You can put it in my character sheet.
And just going to flip around here. So, let's see. So, Stringer, you moved your handgun from a 4 up to a 6. Your wardrobe and style from a 1 to a 4. Your grooming from a 2 to a 4. Composition 5 to a 6. And dodge 3 to 4. And flip windows here again. Marcellus, right? Okay, sorry, Kat. Just want to make sure I had the right the right character name. So you, instead of the first you were going to spend IP on, you actually went with Hide and Evade, 2 to a 3, Streetwise 2 to a 3, and saving the rest. Correct?
That's not Marcellus.
That's not Marcellus? Pardon me. I am so sorry. That is Vex. Okay, I got to move something here. Sorry, I had set up a camera to look down onto the desktop, and it was blocking the side of my screen. So I couldn't. I just couldn't. I couldn't see everything. But yeah, Vex. So that was Vex. All right.
Yeah, I'm adding 1 to Hide and Evade and 1 to Streetwise.
Okay. Very good. And let's see. So Pac-Man, you're not. Oh, I was behind on text apparently, on the messages in there. So Pac-Man, wardrobe and style, you didn't have it, but you're going to a 2. Grooming, and you didn't have, but you're going to a 2.
Hey, those nat 20s spoke to me, all right? Pack like the way he looks. Style and
That's
profile
right.
island. He ain't putting that lifestyle down.
Play instrument 1 to a 2, authority 4 to a 5. Cool. And
personal growth right there. He's got to play that hurdy-gurdy better. That's his subtle motif.
All right. Maybe did I miss it, or Marcellus? Are you not spending any points today? Before anyway.
No, I went combat sense 4 to 5 and dodge escape from 2 to 4.
Okay. Cool. All righty then. Excellent. Alright, and we are just double checking. Yep, we are up and live. Oh, and we should actually have audio from more than just me this time. That's a good thing. That's a good start. All right, so when we last left the punks, let's see, we had stormed the castle. I mean the first floor of this building. Gone up to the second floor, which is the rough map here on this section. There was a little what piece of weaponry here that was being set up, but you guys took care of the person that was trying to do that. And I think, I don't know, were you guys through the door yet? Other than one person, who was it that? Yeah, Marcellus was.
And then
yeah.
dragged the body downstairs.
Right, because the trauma team card was going off. Right. Decided it was a good idea.
Seen as impeding them. That was seen as detrimental to our potential health.
Right. That's probably was a wise choice to move him away and to give where he would be easier accessed by them is for
Also,
whatever good
you're
that'll
sitting
do.
on waiting for stream on YouTube. It hasn't started yet.
Oh, says it hasn't started yet.
Yep, sitting on waiting there.
Let me take a look at the restream stuff. Yeah, that shows I'm going, so I'm not sure what YouTube is doing. Make sure I've got it set to do YouTube. It should be. See if it's just YouTube being slow or what. Yeah.
YouTube being YouTube.
Yeah, it shows it. The stream is being sent to YouTube, but it as you say, it hasn't started.
Playing it, yeah. They're
just
being
not
goofs.
Yep, it's going to Facebook and it's going to Twitch. Those say they're online live, but YouTube
Good to
events
go?
is not. So it's recording. So if YouTube decides to not show it for some reason, I guess I'll upload it later. Because I don't know why it wouldn't be showing it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Take a quick look over here. I guess. Nothing there. Yeah, it doesn't show it. I don't know why it's not showing it, but
Oh,
I guess that's what that is. I don't know.
maybe a problem with the stream key. Maybe it got changed on you.
Something may have reset. But since we're already late starting, I'm not going to get too excited about it. I guess at this point I'll just upload it if it doesn't come up on its own. It's weird. Actually, there's one more thing I can look at real quick on that. And that didn't help. Let's see. I don't think it'll let me look at the...
That's
look at that
a
key
heck
and
of a
stuff.
gun there, Stringer.
I'm going to take a look real quick and see if... I don't think it'll let me see the key and stuff while I'm actually streaming. Yeah, it won't. The restream won't. So, okay, so... Sorry to YouTube people. But I'll upload after the session.
Fuck's sake. I was just trying to look over my weapons, and something's gone catastrophically wrong on there.
Looks right to me.
Yeah, that
Maniacally
does
large
look
gun.
good.
They won't even give you a hard time about them coming to investigate all the noise that's going on in the stairwell. As you're just, firing at the walls. No, I'm kidding. Shooting up the stairwell for no apparent reason.
Yeah. What did we end on? We call
Okay.
Dude from over here calling out
Yeah.
old
Over
Nunchuck
over.
who had asking what he was taking so long, right?
Right. They're asking what we assume is the dude that has now been thrown down the stairs. Why he's taking so long. And that is where we ended. So that is where we pick it up. So we got Marcellus out. Marcellus took the guy down the stairs. So you're either on your way back up. You're all the way already back up here. Everybody's still behind the door, about to come out. And just in case anybody else needs a reminder, this area is hallway, going around the center area where the elevators and stairs are. You're actually right there is where you guys are, just behind the door from the stairs. This would be into the hallway on this side. And then there's rooms going off around here, off the hallway. And the noise, the person you heard calling was from over here someplace. Yeah, there you go. Precisely.
Door.
Good enough. Door.
That's a gun.
Shit. Now they've all gone.
You having trouble there, Austin?
Yeah, it's my weapons.
On your character sheet?
Yeah. I tried to, modify to to include the red dot sight,
Mm-hmm.
and something went wrong. And
Well, the
now,
gun itself-
even though I haven't,
Damage.
hit edit save, they've all gone. And when I reload the character sheet, they're all gone.
Try Shift F5 to clear the cache.
Yeah, I just pulled up your sheet and you don't have any weapons listed. And on the combat tab, you don't have any weapons listed now.
And now it's reloading everything.
Okay. Okay. Well, while you're getting that straightened out, let me know if you're doing to do another roll at this point. That's just testing. Let me know. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't
So-
even know those rolls were coming up
Oh yeah.
because I hadn't been pressing the button marked roll.
The auto fire, the roll,
If you
and
press
the
the blue
targeted
auto
roll.
fire, it fires
Yeah.
your rate of fire listed on the gun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because it was coming up with auto fire on my stern layer, which doesn't have auto fire. Its rate of fire was 1.
So, yeah.
Having said that, it was only firing one round.
Was
Right.
it?
Yeah, so it was doing what it was supposed to. I guess if you've got a rate of fire 1, then that isn't really any different than using the roll button. I don't think it gives you... Let me see if it could... I don't think it gave you
It's
any
only
particular...
damage, so it doesn't touch the to hit roll, so it doesn't give you the auto fires bonus.
Yeah. So,
But just with everything else I do on here, if I don't hit edit and save changes,
mhm.
then when I reload it, it comes back to what it was before. Except with the guns, which have totally disappeared. But don't worry, I can find them.
Okay. Okay. So, let me see. So, Vex, as I recall, is still down at the car at this point.
Yeah, does Vex
Yep.
have a cell phone on him?
I have a pocket combo.
Yeah.
Pocket what?
Pocket com?
Oh,
The the little walkie-talkie. I think it's supposed to be pretty tiny, like a compact cell phone.
Well, is it a walkie-talkie or is it a cell phone?
Pull it up. I definitely put in pocket com, so I think that's the walkie-talkie because I couldn't afford it.
yeah, if that's the combo, then that's up to Marcellus with his mastoid.
I was going to
If
say,
somebody else can-
luckily, I have both cell phone and a mastoid com.
Oh, there's
Congratulations, your radio.
Your comms.
I am communications chief.
That's it. But de facto, no other.
Yeah,
Alright.
so I will be sending Vex a message saying, move on
Well,
up.
if you're using radio, if it's a radio, then you're, unless you're using, I don't know, does it have any kind of text or, what do you call it, like Morse code type thing, or is it voice only? I don't remember that.
It's
That
the
item, I
mastoid, so
don't-
you can sub-vocalize into it.
You can sub on
Yeah,
the
the
mastoid.
mastoid has got the sub vocal, so you don't
And
have
the-
to, so you can speak
right.
under your breath, but it takes the vibrations.
And the pocket com.
That's
The
just
pocket
that's just
com.
in his pocket like a walkie-talkie. Yeah, that's just like
It's
a
just a-
camping walkie-talkie.
Yeah,
From
that's
what
what
I
I was.
understand.
Pocket. Yeah, Pocket Cam. I just found it. Pocket Commo. Typical. It's just as yeah. Okay, it's basic small walkie-talkie. Okay.
But
So-
he's outside.
Yeah, I'm down in the
yeah. You've
car.
got enough range, and we can take it this time that you guys did decide on a frequency ahead of time, but the Pocket Commo does not have any. Just so everybody knows, the Pocket Commo does not say it has any kind of encryption. So keep that in mind when you're communicating. It's an open radio signal.
Alright, good to know.
Potentially
Okay.
anybody scanning around could hear it.
Well, the only way we can get him in is to either go back outside, which is not really an option right now, or just say, clearing, move on up. And I think going clearing, move on up
Okay.
is cryptic enough that it doesn't necessarily mean this building.
No, not necessarily. I would agree that those words do not necessarily tell anybody what building you're in, unless of course they had triangulation set up of some sort and could tell your location
Well,
based on your
yeah.
transmission.
But then you're screwed anyway.
But beside that. Okay, so you sent so you spoke on the radio down in, assuming Vex is where you could listen to it and on the right frequency and stuff, and could hear that phrase. So, since everybody else has been acting, Vex, what are you going to do? You've heard the message on the radio. What are you going to do?
I think I'm gonna respond that I'm gonna respond in the affirmative with a Roger, and I'm gonna unlink from the car and step out.
Okay.
Stepping out, does that count as an action, or can I keep going from there?
Well, in this case, everybody else technically is outside of combat. You're outside of combat right now. Considering where we left it last time, if you want to take a couple, I'll give you a couple of actions. Basically, getting out of the car is one action. To answer your question, getting out of the car is one action.
Okay.
But if there's something beyond that you want to do, that's fine. We'll resolve some of that, and then we'll go back to everyone in the building.
I think I would just do an awareness check
Okay.
before I like to scan the street kind of thing. Now, would I do awareness or streetwise for that?
It depends on what you're trying to do. If you are trying to visually observe, look around the street, look around you, and see what you may glean from that visual observation, that would be awareness notice. Visual, auditory, etc. observation.
Got it. Then I will do an awareness check. If I can find it.
Just for information, streetwise would be, for example, if you saw somebody walking down the street and wanted to try to figure out what gang they were with or if they were affiliated, that would be an example of using streetwise.
Could I also tell what kind of gang controls the area from like PE and stuff like that, or would that be something else?
I'm trying to remember if we decided that last time. I think the last time with the streetwise rolls gave us some information basic that this building was primarily used by squatters, that there wasn't a group or a gang or anybody that technically had possession of it. It has changed hands, changed control periodically, but it's mostly just squatters will come in and stay however long they stay. That and it has not been maintained. It's just continued to fall apart
Okay.
over the years.
Then I will do my awareness check.
Okay. Is there anything in particular? What are you that you're looking for or trying to determine, or?
I think I'm just looking to make sure no one's shadowing or watching me.
Okay. You don't see anybody on the street. The streets are actually oddly clear. This whole street here going this north to south area, north of where you parked, there is nobody on the street that you can see. Heading east over here, there's nobody on the street that you can see. And even right up in here west of you, nobody on the street that you can see.
Okay, then I think I would approach from the southern exit and walk right in towards the stairs.
Okay. So you're going over. Oops, actually, it's over here. You're gonna go in. You're gonna go through the little trap, through the stuff, and you're inside now. Nobody communicated with you. I don't know. I don't think there was any communication about the interior of the building back to Vex. Was
No,
there?
I don't think so either.
Okay, so you're walking in. You're seeing it for the first time. So you got there's a kind of what was obviously intended to be a big grand staircase. That's what this is. Going to a mezzanine second level that is across here. Elevators and stairs. Elevators and stairs. Lots of trash. Lots of char and everything in here looks like it's been burned. So lots of charred stuff, lots of soot, lots of ash all over the place down here.
And then I just head for the stairs.
Okay. Which stairs?
The one from the grand mezzanine.
You're gonna go up the stairs to the second floor to this mezzanine. Okay. Okay. I'll give you another action or so, and then we're gonna move to the rest of the group. So then, what else you want to do?
I'm gonna pull out my Militech
Mm-hmm.
and just have it at the ready, I guess.
Okay. Cool. You're there. Those inside the building, the rest of us down here, what you gonna do?
If I can get Marcellus's attention, I'm gonna give him hand signs that he take the top route to the corner, and then I'll take the bottom route to the corner, and we'll both look for where the sound came from. And to try to get that across to him, I'll use my leadership skills since I used to be a
That works.
SWAT leader in the military for the MPs.
Okay. Not bad. And
So basically, the idea is that he goes.
yep, I was
wait
just about to
there.
start doing that. So very good. That
I
works.
go there and wait for a sound or a peep.
So Marcellus, do you?
That was actually exactly what I was going to suggest as well. So we're working on the same lines.
Excellent.
I'm going to be doing the whole ninja sneaky thing.
Oops.
So that basically I want to try and get behind the guy to be able to grapple and basically take him out with a rear naked choke and choke him out.
Sounds good. I'll pull out the super chiefs and put them in, cock the hammers back, put them in single action just in case. But firing them will be last resort.
Okay, so you're getting ready there now. From over here, you hear again, Jerry, where the hell are you? Get back in here. Bob, Jerry's taking an awfully long time out there. Somebody should go check on him. And Stringer, what you doing?
Well, I'm filming continuously, goes without saying, but on top of that, I'm going to take my pistol out, unsnap the wrist brace, and get ready in case.
So you've got one hand on your weapon, one hand on the camera. Is that correct?
Well, the camera's the headset thing.
The camera's a headset. Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay, very good. So you're doing your whole unfolding the brace, getting it all ready in
Yeah.
case you need it, right? Okay. Okay.
And everything I'm filming gets sent back to my computer at home because it's got
You
the
have,
built-in net connection.
You do have that now? That the new one you bought? You got that new camera with the connection stuff that we talked about?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. You can do that. Okay. So let's do a couple things here. So there is it is open. There is a door. Let me see. Say like right there.
I was up there where the dead guy was.
Okay.
He's down the stairs now.
There's a door there.
Is he?
There's a door there. Door there. Door there. Just to put these, get some idea here real quick.
A lot
Like
of
that.
little.
Those are all just
apartments.
it's a little off. Well, it was built to be an office building, so these are a bunch of offices. Okay. So bunches of doors. Where you heard the noise, if you had to guess, it was down here someplace. Of course, you haven't actually seen the person or anything, but it was down this corner somewhere. Is the direction you would expect it came from. Okay, and Marcellus, you get to the corner. Are you looking around the corner?
All stealth-like.
Okay, well, then you need to roll that. And
It's on there.
oh, is it already? You did already put it on there. I did not see it. Okay, so let me see. We'll do. Okay. So, and awareness notice if you're peeking around the corner. Marcellus, you're doing awareness.
Does
I
he
am.
get his combat
There it goes.
since it's danger zone?
What's that? I missed what you said.
Does he get his combat sense since he's a solo and it's danger zone time? Kenny
Yes.
Rogers is playing.
For the most part, the way I figure it, you get your combat. If you're doing awareness notice, you get your combat sense, unless there is some reason that you don't get it. The normal is that you do, and it
Fair enough.
should have added it in. If you want to double check the roll, but it should have.
It
you
doesn't
wearing?
actually add it, but I put it on as a modifier.
You did put it in though. Okay, well that works.
Yeah.
Okay. So the 28 is your total. Okay. Okay, so yeah, you see there is a person kind of half in and half out the doorway over here. All you see is an arm and part of a shoulder and stuff. So like they'd start, they stepped out, they said something, and now they're kind of half leaning back into the room. So that's this person standing right there, more or less at the doorway. And 28's a pretty darn good roll. They are... Actually, let me do a quick roll on this question. Oops. If I can type properly here. Okay, they are wearing kind of shabby looking clothes. Kind of torn up looking. Actually, if you're interested, you can do your wardrobe and style roll, but they look pretty shabby. Actually, you're kind of surprised to, that somebody in this kind of situation, potentially guarding this corporate guy that's supposed to have some money and stuff, would be dressed that way. But so that's how he's dressed. That's how he's standing there. Do you have? I'm trying to remember again because again it's been a week. Do you have thermal or anything like that you're using Those were in the.
I do not.
You do not. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so that's what you see down at the end.
Okay, with that, can I see whether, with that check, can I see, because obviously I can sort of see he's gone, turned and is going back in.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like he's going to come out and walk in my direction or the other direction?
He is
So his
standing.
positioning.
He is standing. His back is, in general, you are looking at the back of his shoulder, and he's just kind of standing half in, half out the doorway. More, maybe 2/3, 1/3, mostly in the room because his head's in the room. Just his shoulder and arm sticking out, but his back towards you. Beyond that, I would say it's not obvious which way he might head if he came back out.
Okay, I'll hold until he's actually out and away from whoever's in the room. And I will send a text message to Pac-Man that multiple targets, one exiting, one remaining.
Okay.
Cool. I'm
Out there.
gonna
Yep.
since I have a longer way to go and I am not the most run heavy dude. I don't think I'd make it there around the corner and pull up my guns with that first action. So I got to finish my route this round.
You go around there. Okay. You're good. Stringer, are you hanging out there in the corner at this point?
I'm going to follow down this way.
While I'm
Very-
coming down, I'm gonna thermop the doors on this side, see if there's anybody behind them.
Okay.
I've got the thermoptics.
You got that. That's what I thought you had him. Yeah. Okay. So if you want to roll that, and I'll be right back with the result. Vex.
Holy moly! I'm not rolling ones.
You're not rolling not a 1 nor a 10 on this one.
You know what? I'm okay.
That's okay. Vex, are you continuing to stand by, just holding there, or are you going to do anything else?
I'm gonna send a call to Marcellus, and I'm gonna ask him I'm not gonna ask. I'm gonna tell him that I'm standing by, and I'm gonna slowly walk up the steps of the staircase.
Okay. There is a
Now,
stairs
how
to the
far
north and
am
to
I
the
from
south.
them?
Well,
I can't quite tell from the map.
so here's two answers there. First of all, you're on the second floor. They are not on the second floor.
Okay.
So, okay. They're not on the same floor. You're on a little mezzanine that is just do a quick a moment. Give you some idea here. This mezzanine is more or less something like that. Okay? So it's in this to the west side of that is all open to the first floor. So it kind of overlooks this big area, the first floor. So that's where you are. To your north and to your south, those two red boxes are elevators and stairs in each.
Okay.
So if you want to go up or to a different level from here, you can either go back down the grand staircase, you can go to the north or south elevators or stairs.
I'm gonna take the south stairs,
Okay.
and I'm gonna send a message to Marcellus telling him that.
Okay.
Well,
In which case, you'll get a message saying you'll get
Okay.
one back going north stairs.
You said you were doing it. You didn't say you were going to message him first. So, you hear that vocally back, verbally as you're pulling the door open, and as soon as you start to pull the door open, you hear this,
That's me.
and
Or that's Marcellus. Sorry.
that's that. You came down here. You started to open you made the radio call that you were going to take the stairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said you were going to go to the south stairs and go up. So, as you made the call, as you're opening the door, you get a radio call back to say no, use the north. but you're already opening the
But
door.
it's too late.
It was too late. You said you're already doing it. Yeah. So, and as soon as you open the door, a siren type noise started going off.
All right.
Okay.
I think that's it for me, right? I'm not gonna do a
Well,
second action.
If you're not going to do a second, you're going to hold there with the door. Okay, hold at that point. All right. So as soon as that noise goes off upstairs here, pretty much we're going to have to say we're in combat now. So we need initiative from everybody.
Okay.
Because you guys can
goes
hear,
off,
you do hear the noise going off. Go ahead, Pac-Man.
before that goes off, because I went before Vex, heat signatures behind these 3 doors on
Oh
my
yes,
side.
the result for that. Pardon me. That was a 22. Let me see. So this area right in here.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 2 doors there, and actually when you start to come around there where you can see it, you will see there is a little, or not a little, but there is a one of those braille, and it's in like 5 languages signed next to each door, to this side of this door, to this side of this door. These are bathrooms. So this area reads just a little bit colder than the rest of it. You would not have a hard time figuring out that's because they're probably all tiled. So they tend to
Tile,
not
porcelain
hold
piping, water,
all that
everything that's
stuff.
heat.
Right. So they tend to not hold heat as much as even what's around them. The stuff behind you here, other than that direction, let me see here. That's the west side. So you do have, back in here, there's a spot there and a spot there that kind of look like they might be open flame.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if I recall, you guys should have seen what you thought was something like that from the outside. You
Okay.
read last week.
Then before
And-
I posted up on the wall, I would have tapped Stringer and let him know by pointing to the 2 doors.
Okay.
Just thump the pistol across his chest, and then just jerk up down at one door, up down at the other, and then gone back to being aware around the corner.
Okay. When you get over here, when you get to the corner, if you've got a sight line to be able to see this far, you're not seeing anything special or anything particular over here through the wall.
Roger Dodger. Sounds
Okay.
good.
When you actually get all the way around the corner, I would like another awareness though. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm holding
So-
until I hear Marcellus
resolve
that you
that.
called for initiative. There's
Yep.
alarms.
There we go. Okay, so now the question is, did this thing pull up the correct numbers? Kind of looks like it. Marcellus.
We're gonna have to manually rewrite.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Some of us are, some of us aren't. It picked up some, it didn't pick up others.
Always fun.
Yeah. It's what it is.
Yep.
Product, get what you pay for. At least it's
Well,
better than
there
doing
is
everything
that.
across the internet.
That's true.
You have to click on your icon, then roll initiative for it to go on the thing.
If your icon is clicked on and has got the 3 circles above it, setting and everything, when you roll initiative, it should auto.
Yep. Okay. So, whose is not right? Or is anybody's not right yet at this point?
I've already swapped mine up and changed it, so it's good.
Okay. You're good. So everybody's in the right numbers, right order?
I think
Yep.
so.
Dead last,
Yeah.
as usual.
Okay, so who is
Oh no,
my-
Vex hasn't rolled.
Okay, that's who we're missing. I thought we were missing somebody.
Yep, Vex hasn't rolled because he knows which door to use now.
Yeah, seriously.
don't think it really
so
matters.
I'm clicking on my icon twice, but it's not rolling.
So,
click on your
it's
icon
not-
and then go to combat on your character sheet
Right.
and click the button.
Okay. Combat and initiative, right?
Yep.
Okay. Just want to make sure. That was a 3. That is not a good roll.
Okay, it doesn't appear it didn't put you on the tracker.
Oh, that's weird.
So, if you want to try again, click on it. So you click once on your. And actually, if you didn't have the combat tab up already, you got to have the combat tab up. Then click on your icon on the screen. Then, yeah.
It still didn't auto add him. Oh, well.
Did that work?
Well, A, you're impressive at rolling the same number 3 times
I was
in a row.
like,
That's
holy
actually-
crap. Wow.
That's a consistent roll.
You are
I was
meant
like-
to go on 12, sir. I don't think you need to
Apparently,
roll
that's just it. You're
I think we're
12,
like,
apparently.
Can't argue with that.
Well, we can have Punk manually
Yeah,
add you
I think-
to the tracker
I think we'll do
by
that.
clicking on your token, add turn.
Where are you? There you are.
Yeah, it says no valid token was selected. I don't know.
All right. Well, there you go.
It's okay. We've
Alright,
got it
thank you.
sorted.
All right. You're on there now. Okay. So, Marcellus. No, actually, I'm sorry, guys. I got to roll one more here. Actually, we're gonna use. I'm using a token that's kind of off to the side here, just to get these guys on the list.
Wow.
Yep. Using dead guy from earlier as the,
That's
the
right.
tracker for baddies.
That's right. Exactly. Let's see.
It's okay, Mookie. We believe in you.
Okay. Marcellus.
Well, okay there.
What you gonna do?
Okay. Well, this alarm has gone off, but I don't really want to charge into a room with multiple people if I can avoid it. So I'm waiting for this guy to come out. So I'm holding my action until the guy that I can see steps out, so I can then charge a flaming.
Okay, so you are holding, and so you're going to hold there. Make sure I got that right. Hold there. As soon as you see somebody coming out, you're going to actually. That's when you'll take your action, or you're going to continue to hide behind the corner, wait for them to come to you.
No, once they're out and moving,
Mm-hmm.
then depending on that will tell me whether I'm charging to get into the room to take the person out, or if they're coming to me to take them out. So if they go out and head down in the direction of Pac-Man and Stringer, then Pac-Man can deal with them. If they're coming towards me, then I'll deal with them.
Okay.
So I want to see where they're going, basically.
More. Okay. So you're attempting to hide there. Out from that door that you saw comes two guys heading your way, because you're still peeking around the corner, and you did roll a good decent hide earlier, so you can still see that. Two guys start coming toward you. You see, can I duplicate this? Copy. Yeah, there we go. And that's going to represent two guys. And you also see two coming out and heading that way. And let me see here. From Pac-Man, from your vantage point down here, this down here door opens, and there is 2 more coming out that door there. And if you guys are not acting, let's see, it's still their turn. They still have movement. So these guys are going to come about halfway down right in here someplace. These 2 are going to stop at this corner. And these 2 get to this corner. And let's see, there's... I'm going to say with the lighting and everything in here... What kind of... Marcellus, I'm trying to get an idea if there's any way once they come around this corner that you could be really not obvious to be there, you know?
Well, as they come around the corner, they're going to get nunchucks in the face. So
you're going to be attacking. Okay.
I'm going to be attacking.
Okay, so you're prepared for it. I'm going to say you'll get that first action as they come around this corner. Just make sure I'm clear. So this,
since he readied the action,
I will give him that. Yes.
Woo! Marcellus, you are
I'll give him that.
Dangerous mother.
So
I have.
These 2 have basically posted up and stopped. These 2 have posted up here at this corner and stopped. These 2 come around the corner and go, holy crap, or some variation of that, and we'll see what happens next. Marcellus, you are holding your turn. It is your opportunity to attack.
Right, well, let's go for this. I am going to take a multiple action attack to double nunchuck to the head of both people.
Okay.
So I've got -3 for the attack, for the multiple actions, and -4 for the targeting of the head.
And +2 for the ambush, so...
Okay, and anybody watching on the stream, I apologize. Apparently, because I don't know, Roll20 decided to not, until I just happened to switch to the window, not update the map on the stream. So, yeah, suddenly all these bad guys appeared. So, there you go. Map's updated there now. Okay, so, you're taking your negatives for doing the multiple attack. You're going to do 1 attack on each of these guys, right?
Yep, I'm going to do an attack on each of these guys. I'm targeting the head.
You are doing called shot to head, okay? Right?
Yep. So it's a -3
right.
for multiple attacks.
Right.
It's a -4, so I've got -7 in total.
For each one.
Plus 2 for ambush.
Plus 2, though, for the ambush.
-5 total.
Right. Your net is
-5 in
-5.
total. And I'm going to spend 3 luck on each.
Okay.
So I've got a -2 in total.
Hey, gives you that natural 1 protection. This is an important roll. I like your style.
If you're going to go big or go home, as they say.
Roll those die 10s. Once you get your mods in there. That'd be a natural 10.
Natural 10 for the first one.
Yes, it would be. Damn.
You've never not critical with these things.
Seriously.
Oh. You know what? An 8 is still prolific, so I'm not even going to complain. Dude, that's amazing.
Okay. Okay. I was a little confused there, Marcellus. I was just looking at your sheet. You've added the -6 on your luck because you're using 3 each right now, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. That works. Just make sure I had that clear. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, that's how
That
I
works.
just keep track of the luck I've spent.
Works very well. No problem. Okay. Wow. So, Okay, so definitely damage on bad guy number 1. There's no doubt about that. And bad guy number 2 as well, actually.
So that's obviously whatever goes through is doubled.
Yes. So these guys are. Let me see. Making a decision using dice here. One moment. Let's see. So we'll say. Okay. So these guys are both wearing helmets, motorcycle helmets, actually. I was using dice to make that decision. Trying to keep it random. But still. So you did 27 on that first guy. 7, 6. And I need a character sheet. Let's see if I just have one. Paper. Paper is good.
Paper.
So 4 and 2. So minus 6 and he's got to do a stun check. Roll low. He did not roll low enough. He falls unconscious. And the second guy at 24. Okay, second guy did not fall a level. There's 2. Okay, so one guy crumples to the ground. The other one kind of staggers under this blow to the head. Like they are both wearing full motorcycle helmets, full face mask, full face motorcycle helmets. I'll get it out. And I mentioned, let's see, neither of these guys are the guy that you saw with the kind of ragged looking clothing. These guys are more wearing biker leather type, leather pants, leather jackets, the whole thing. Studded leather jackets, the whole thing.
Cool.
So that's those 2. So who is next? The bad guys are next. Okay, so I'm going to pick here real quick. So this first guy raises his Russian SMG. And fires. And you want to roll your dodge and escape? This is not.
Is this me?
This is fire. This is not melee. This is a firearm.
No. This
Oh.
is me he's firing.
Sorry?
I'm guessing. I said I'm guessing he's firing at me.
Yes. At this point, the only 2 that have, other than movement, the only 2 bad guys taking an action are these ones. And actually, the one fell unconscious. The other one that is here in the corner is raising his weapon to fire it back. Yes. After you, slap the one guy in the head and he fell down, you slap the other one in the head, he's going to shoot at you.
Absolutely rinsed me because I fumbled.
Well, okay then. I would say that he hit you. Alright, so let's see where. That's right in the chest. What's your armor in the chest?
14.
14, okay. are 14.
I'm
They
gonna
are
get you in
using-
contact with my tailor, Marcellus.
They are using
When
AP.
you've only got 2 grand, you
So
can't get a
that's
lot
7.
of armor.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And-
That's fair.
They are using a low quality AP, I'm going to say. So you said it was 14. So
Yeah.
let's say 14 would be, half would be 7. Half would be 3.5. Round down is 3 from 14 is 11. 11. So your armor against these guys counts as 11. So 4 points would
Okay.
get past your armor. You got a hole in your armor. What is your BTM?
-5, so it bounces.
So, well, it doesn't get through your BTM, so you don't take points of damage. But you do have a hole there. You do have a bruise, just no point of damage. Your armor is damage reduced. Your armor is reduced by 1 point.
Oof.
And that is his
Cool.
action.
And what is my fumble?
I'm just keeping this simple. He is using an SMG. Rounds did spray all over the place. But that is the only one that hits you significantly enough to actually potentially do damage. So, I don't know if you guys are watching video, but so you smacked him on the head. He had this SMG up right for his side, brought it up and just sprayed the whole hallway. And you get a round hits your jacket here or hits your clothing there. You feel one go past your head over here, but one of them just hits square in the chest. Goes, like I said, through your armor,
Okay,
bruises
how do
you.
beat this robot?
You know you got
How
shot.
do you win?
Okay, so that's that guy. These two down here are just holding in position. They're not going to go charging around corners blind like their mates did. Bullet is holding his action. So who's next? Who's my 17?
That would be Pac-Man.
All right, Pac-Man, what you going to do?
So I can sort of see around the corner because I can see the hallway. I see heat signatures
Right.
walk in front of the very cool bathrooms.
Yes.
Right?
You can see there are two guys that walked up. One like, this is the one token to represent both guys, but you see two guys that came up. They're like one on this side of the hallway. And you did see two come up. The second one didn't go any further, so it's a reasonable assumption he's probably on the other side of the hallway right there.
Okay.
They're like the two of them blocked. Basically, two people abreast would block the hallway.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Question on my rate of fire for my guns. Can I split that, or is it both towards the same target?
These are the Chiefs. They are. What is the rate of fire? 2 on those?
2 on these because I got a compensator on them.
Okay.
It's a revolver.
So a revolver like that, it is not going to be a pull the. It's going to be 2 pulls of the trigger. Therefore, you can do 2 targets.
2 targets with each ROF. All right, cool.
Yeah,
So,
I'll go ahead and say that you can because you're actually pulling the trigger twice, as
yeah,
opposed
it's not a
to
single squeeze.
right,
and
like
burst.
a 3-round burst or something like that would be different. But
Fair enough. So then,
Yep.
for absolutely no penalty, I can poke around that corner and put a round in each single one of them with
That's
that
the
neural
way- well-
bridge dual wielding.
that's how you can do it.
Well, let's give it a shot. Let's see. What do I need? Handgun rolls.
The neural bridge is too cool. Yes.
Neural bridge is amazing. So first target on the high wall.
Okay.
Gonna let it go. I'm gonna let Jesus take the wheel and put this round wherever it needs to go.
You go ahead and do both your
Second
attack
one,
rolls.
on the bathroom
Yep.
wall.
Okay.
Nat 20. Or Nat 10, sorry.
I was gonna say, which game are we playing? How do we play this game? Okay.
Yeah, I just came from using some masterminds yesterday. Sorry. Brain is now a scramble. Charcoal
Well, that was That's still pretty good rolls. That's a 9 and a 10. That's not bad. What was the third one? I'm sorry.
Far corner poster and then high corner poster. No fumbles.
No fumbles, and both are. The first two are both above 30, and the second two are very far away. Damn.
Oh, he rolled a natural 10, but so did I. Sorry, buddy.
Well, that was the. Yep. That's funny that he rolled the natural 10 on the one you rolled a natural 10 on. That's hilarious. All right, we'll go ahead and do the other guy. Did I get? Yeah. Okay. Well, you hit them both twice, each twice. It didn't roll. It didn't do location on those for some reason.
That's because I just rolled handgun. I have to roll the damage with location.
You didn't use the. You didn't. You don't have.
Getting one. Yeah, each person's
Right.
getting one.
I got you.
So.
Okay. So roll 4 locations.
All right. So I'm just gonna roll 2 auto fires because I already know everything hit.
Yeah, that's fine.
16 to the chest on one guy. One dude's losing a leg. Or no, 2 is that head or chest?
2 is chest. 2 is, so we got chest, right leg, and then the other guy got chest, right leg. So in both cases, you kind of went started hot. For somehow you started. I guess that was the trying to overcompensate for the recoil, and brought him down.
Walked him down.
Yep, pretty much. Okay. So that's that, and how much damage here? Is that the? Yeah, that's the damage right there. Okay, make sure I'm keeping this right. Okay, so chest. These 2 are chest shots.
And the 23 was on that crit attack roll, by the way.
Right. So that's let me see. That's the leg. That's going to be. $12. What? 12. That's 11. There's 3. So he's taking 8 to his leg. Chest doesn't get through on either one of them. Doesn't get through armor. Or it does get through armor. It doesn't get past.
BTM,
yeah. It doesn't get through BTM. So they both know they got shot. They definitely got hurt, but the chest rounds aren't going to actually do damage. This that's let's say 12. The 4, the 1. So guy number 4 is going to take 1 point of damage to his leg, and guy number 3 is going to take 8 points of damage to the leg, and let's see what happens here. I'll do 2 of those. We're going to do 1 for how an effect. Okay, well, he most definitely fell unconscious. And he rolled a 2. So, okay, so. The 2 guys down here. So, the guy on the north side of the hallway. When you hit him in the chest. And it kind of did that, got him in the chest, right? And then you brought it down, and his leg didn't blow it off completely. But his leg just suddenly goes completely, bends off to one side, looks useless. He crumples to the ground. He falls unconscious. He ain't moving. The second guy takes 1 to the chest. He takes a glancing shot through to his one leg. You do see just a bare trickle of blood coming from his leg. The chest one doesn't look like it hurt him too bad though. You don't see any blood anyway.
Did the legs seem like they were unarmored or armored?
No, these guys actually, and I didn't mention it for these guys. These 6 that we're talking about right now, including the 2 nobody can see very well yet, but they're all wearing full face motorcycle helmets. They're like wearing classic full leather, heavy leathers.
Oh, they look like the guards in Equilibrium.
Pretty much, actually, not far off. Anyway, actually, their stuff is a little, I would say, a little bit more combat because but maybe, but yeah, full mask because when you can't see the actor's face, you don't have to pay him as much.
As long as he doesn't have lines, he doesn't get his SAG card. Fair enough.
That's it. Faceless, also referred to as faceless minions. If you've seen that particular anime that had crowds of faceless minions, but anyway, which I can't remember the name of right now, but it doesn't matter. So they're wearing the full face helmets. They're wearing heavy leathers, pants, heavy leather jacket. So yeah, they've got some armor. Effectively, they've got some armor, but it's not. It's not
hard.
What some people around here are wearing.
Swapping his
Hmm?
cylinders. I said they're not hard armor, says the man who thinks about swapping out his cylinders.
Exactly. And you will notice, since you got around the corner and got a decent look at them, they are also carrying these really crappy Russian SMGs.
Awesome.
So, that's Pac-Man. And Vex.
All right.
What are you doing? You hear a bunch of gunfire.
Right.
You heard there was a from upstairs, and then there was
Quite a bit of it.
just a half a second later there was a bam, 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 bam. Real sharp. 4 sharp rounds after that, and all from above you somewhere, from upstairs someplace.
All right. Now I would be running up the stairs from the south stairwell.
Okay.
And I'm wondering, does that come out in the pink rectangle at the
No.
south? Just
The
behind?
pink is
No.
actually nothing at this point. It doesn't matter right now. The south stair. You're actually gonna. Let me see if I've got it. I don't really have an easy way to move the drawing, do I? Okay. This is what's gonna happen. Give me a second on that because you came up the south stairs.
Mhm.
One moment.
That magical moment when everything goes to beluga caviar.
Oh,
Pretty
crap.
much.
This may or may not end well for you, Vex.
No, it doesn't look like it. I'm kind of outgunned here.
Okay, so you run up the south stairs. Okay, and you come up. So you've got stairs and elevator. You got the stairwell, elevators, whatever, in the center box. You come up. So now you're standing at this doorway right here. And if you look through the little window, there is a hallway outside that doorway. Do you want to do an awareness notice?
Yes, I do. And then I forgot to add the cybernetic eye on my last awareness. That
Image
adds,
enhancement?
+2 modifier, right?
That's IE.
Something comes to me now that we're in the middle of combat that I probably should have realized before. How did he open the door? The barricaded door? The door we barricaded during the first episode?
That's true.
That's
Apparently he moved.
Behind us?
Apparently
That's
he
what all that
moved the
green
stuff.
drawing was.
Oh no! Apparently he moved the shopping carts and stuff you put in front of the door.
Okay.
No, he went up onto the mezzanine, didn't he? So
Yeah, apparently he moved all that stuff because he really wanted to use the south staircase.
He
That's
really
where he
got
wanted
that
to go.
door open. Yeah. Headstrong Vex the Nomad.
Yeah, I don't do well with statics apparently. Alright. So +2 for the image enhancement, and
That's fine. Yep. You will, as you did, make sure you mention that you're using image enhancement, and if for some reason that isn't useful or effective or whatever, I'll tell you otherwise. But you can, in general, you can automatically use it, but do go ahead and mention it.
Right. I mean, I
it's cool.
was mentioning it.
No, you're good.
Post.
You're all good. I'm just, you know.
No.
As
I'm
for
happy to
future.
learn. Okay.
Okay. So you got a 20. That's a pretty damn good awareness notice. So there's all of those little vertical, like 4 or 6 inch by 10 inch or something like that, windows in the store. You know, just enough to make sure you're not opening it into somebody, that kind of thing. You're peeking through that door, looking around. You can see kind of this area in here, and there is nothing there. It's an empty hallway.
All right.
So
I'm gonna,
yep. Do you want to go up? Do you want to check the next floor, or are you going to go out onto this one and explore?
Now, where in relation was the gunfire coming from? Just like
When you were downstairs, when you were on that mezzanine,
right.
when you
All I
heard
knew
the
was it was
gunfire,
up from me.
it was upstairs. It was above you someplace. That's all you could really be sure of. Yeah.
All right. I think I'm gonna get out on this level,
Okay.
and I'm gonna walk. What would that be?
There's also that guy there.
What guy where? Just wondering.
That's the other thing we forgot was the dead guy.
Yeah, he didn't see him.
Oh, the dead guy's on this level?
No, you haven't seen him.
He's
Vex is.
Okay.
He's on the lower level. Yeah, you didn't see him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right. Then I would just be heading.
Well, I thought, as
east.
far as that goes, I thought I was thinking that he just threw him down the stairs, not actually carried him out onto the first floor. Was my interpretation or whatever what happened.
We got him out of the
My
stairwell
understanding.
so that we didn't get tear gassed by trauma team in a stairwell.
So, Marcel, just so that we're clear, did you take him outside, or did you just? I thought you just like brought him down to part of the stairs and threw him down that center section of the stairs or something like that.
yeah, I basically dropped him over the railings down. to the
Okay,
floor.
that's what I thought. It was something like that. Okay. So that guy's down somewhere on the lower part of the north stairwell.
Alright, so I was just thinking that I would continue out and to the east. So,
Okay, so
can you erase my drawings? Or yeah, that's exactly where I was gonna go.
okay, so something like that. Okay,
Yeah, I don't know how far I can move, but I would try to peek around the corner.
you're gonna do it in. It's like wherever in here, and that's where the squares are. But I understand you're not actually going around the corner to peek, so you can do an awareness notice, and that will be as much as you can do for the moment.
Okay. Is that the end of my turn, or
Oh, did you roll your do another awareness for looking around the corner?
got it? Will do. And I can still use my image enhancement for this.
Yes, you can. You're good there.
Okay.
We didn't really address it. There is sufficient lighting to see. There is not an abundance of lighting. There's just enough lighting in these hallways for both groups, for Vex and the other group. There is enough lighting to see, but it's not the bright lit hallway you would expect if this building was well maintained.
All right.
Okay, so 22. So yeah, real quick is you see the doors. As we said before, these lines are each doorways. They are closed, and you don't see anybody on this floor. There is trash. There's stuff. Down here in this corner, there is actually a one of those small little pup tents sitting in the corner with some stuff, a couple of bags of just probably most people consider trash sitting around him or around the tent. Excuse me. But that's it. That's all you. There's really, unless there's something particular other that you're looking for, that's all you see.
No, that would be good.
Okay. All right. So that's that. Stringer, you just filmed Pac-Man letting off with these big revolvers,
Yep.
and one guy crumpled to the ground, his leg a useless mess, and the other guy just took a quarter of a step back and looked mean. Well, actually, you can't see how he looks. He's got a helmet on, but you know what I mean. You get the idea.
Yep. Well, I've got a new toy and I want to use it. So I'm going to take an aim shot at the guy who is still standing.
Okay.
I'm going to use a luck point to avoid messing things up.
Yes, because you are behind Pac-Man there, so a fumble could be a bad thing.
I appreciate you, Stringer. I appreciate you greatly.
Yes.
Fuck me with a pudding pop. I mean, excuse me.
Did you roll? Holy crap! You rolled a natural 10. Alrighty then. All right.
Is 10 a headshot?
Well, 10 is your 10 location is a leg. It is left leg.
Oh, well.
That's a left leg. Wow. Okay. Well, there's not much chance.
Good news, he's got one
We'll
less
roll
armor
it.
in that leg.
Okay, so yeah, you hit him. Your damage is what, 20? Oh, you rolled low on your damage, man.
Yeah, I know. But they are dual purpose rounds, so he's fucked anyway.
So what is so? I don't have it right at hand.
DP rounds
see.
figure out if it's they do damage
I'm
as
trying-
if they
still
were
trying to
a
remember.
hollow point and as if they were an armor piercing round, and whichever one does more damage after armor is calculated, they count as that.
Considering the budget I was working with when I bought this thing, I went for the best ammo that I could.
Oh, there it is. All right, let me make sure real quick. So this is. I don't need the physical description. They treat hit an armored target. They treat it as half SP but do half damage to the flesh. The target is unarmored. Well, we're not unarmored. So we got half SP but half damage to flesh. So 6. So they got 6 armor effectively in the leg. So that's 19. Half damage from 19, rounding to your benefit, is 10. And that's this guy. So that's 10 BTM of 3. He still takes another 7. So not quite enough to blow the leg off at this point. But that does drop him a level, I mean. Let's see if he can retain consciousness or not. He does retain consciousness. So he got hit. That was a pretty solid hit to his, what was it, left leg, I said? Yeah, left leg. That hit him with enough concussive force to start to bring him down to one knee. Not enough that it's going to count against him. They have spin turn getting up or anything, but for effect. He kind of goes down to one knee. That leg start like that leg was tried to go out from under him, but it doesn't, and he stands back up. And there is most definitely blood coming from the wound on that leg.
Yeah. saying, does it still do half damage as its dual purpose round?
It says, and I just looked it up to confirm. Blackhand says that if it's an armored target, it's half SP and half damage to flesh. If the target is unarmored, then they do 1.5 times normal damage.
Yeah, it's hollow point versus unarmored, AP versus armor. It's a magical set of rounds. They're really nice. Really nice.
So they basically, if it was an unarmed to armored target, they do a lot more damage. But in addition, now the trade-off for getting that extra damage for an unarmed target is you get the AP, but only half of it. Whatever gets through is only half. So
yeah, but he doesn't take the normal penalty for a hollow point of double SP.
Exactly. Yeah. So
yeah, I'm going to try and get some Raufoss ammo.
So what was that?
Raufoss ammo.
What is that?
It's high explosive incendiary armor piercing.
Oh, yes. Okay. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, that stuff's fun. That's always fun.
Yeah, it's actually 3 bits. It's actually 3 pieces of
yeah. Let's start some
ammo
fires.
inside the copper jacket.
Let's absolutely.
Can you
let's
fire
start some
high
fires.
X out of a?
I don't know.
Well,
well, I'm thinking that you can't, but we can address that at another time. When we're not in combat.
I don't want it, Daddy. I don't want it, Daddy. I don't want it.
I'm thinking you can't, but that's okay. We can look that up, and hey, if you got the money, you can make almost anything happen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is those two guys. That is everybody's gone, made their turn. All right.
I don't see why you can't. I mean, it's a full copper jacket, and inside that it's incendiary at the tip. Then it's got RDX part way down, and then in the middle it's got the.
Actually, if it's a case round, electrothermal goes to a case round, so maybe we'll have to look at it.
Carbide.
Yeah, the worry about it is the thermal part of electrothermal, cooking off the incendiary round early.
Firing it ahead of time. Which we may have a, I don't know. I'll have to think about that one a little bit when you get there.
Round in the first place to act as the heat sink for the electrothermal, so you don't put your barrel off.
So there might be an extra roll needed or something if you were to fire those. I don't know. We'll, like I said, we're not in combat right now. We'll we'll look at that stuff.
We'll buy you a water jacket for it. It'll be great.
Put some yellow stripes across the barrel too, so water gun. Anyway, all right, so that happened. So you still got one guy standing here. In any case, so let me make sure I mark this. This guy's unconscious. This guy's unconscious. Those two guys haven't been touched, and there is some muffled, very muffled sound from outside. If everybody would do a quick awareness notice, and as we roll initiative for the next round.
Awareness. I've seen it.
Okay, did every... Oh, no, I gotta roll these guys. Or no, yeah, roll them. Well, okay then. Okay, is everybody on the tracker and have the correct numbers?
Not yet. I've got to adjust mine again.
Okay.
I got a 16. It didn't come up on the tracker.
Okay, you just click the box that says 12 and type in 16. You
Got
can
it.
edit your initiative.
Yep, there you go. Very good. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Well, Bullet is still standing back here. And he's behind everybody, so nobody really knows if or what he may be doing. Bad guys are next.
He could turn on the minigun.
It's on, but we're in the way.
Well, yeah, but you guys did do the friend or foe thing, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Last time?
That's
Got
why it's not
everybody out.
opening up, because we're the friends are in the way.
Could be. Well, also it doesn't. Well, I guess it has might have line of sight on this guy, but that would be the only potential one. But anyway, okay, so we'll do this guy first. He's gonna roll his. He's gonna take another shot at you. What was that? What did I use on that last time? I didn't make a note of that, and I want to be fair, so. Where is it? Probably need just a moment here. I want to confirm what modifier I used last time. What's the damage?
Plus 10 total.
That's 10. Yeah, that's what I was. I just spotted it as you were saying it. Cool. Okay.
And you use cheap AP bullets, so SP is 3/4, not 1/2, and
Right.
then the half being damage.
Yeah, because they're not, and that is going to count for everybody that's wearing armor. It's going to be they're using a low quality AP round. So. Okay, so they shot at. What'd you roll there, Marcellus?
That's the dodge.
That is your dodge. It didn't say dodge on it. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not. I'm clicking on the dodge button, but it's not actually saying dodge when I roll it.
Okay. Well, you tied. Defender wins in Cyberpunk. So you get again. There's a all around you. There's wreck rounds flying all over the place, and again, you feel it. You feel a couple more than one go right past your head. You know some of your clothes got nicked. You could feel your sleeve get tugged away a little bit, but you don't actually get hit by any rounds. So that's that guy. Yeah, worked out. Okay, so dude down here. He's going to take the easier of his potential targets, and well, not to mention the one that's doing the damage on him.
What was the awareness roll for?
Oh, I apologize. Did we get We got awareness rolls. My screen scrolled or something. I missed them completely, gentlemen. I apologize.
Well, I got
So,
roll 10,
who didn't?
total of 31,
I got
so
What's
doesn't
that?
happen very often.
Oh yeah,
Stringer critted out, and nobody got below a 19.
Okay, well, 19's good enough. You're hearing very muffled from outside the building. You hear very muffled. And that's not even the right sound.
Like
British-
ambulance, honk honk. Wee.
Let's say it's like a British police vehicle siren, something like that. In any case, you're hearing a siren from outside the building. It is very muffled. You're also hearing a official business. Everyone clear. Drama team is arriving. Drama team official business. Everyone stay clear. From outside the building. And you can't really see anything. You guys are all in interior spaces with no windows, so you can't see anything. But you get this very muffled from outside. So So that was the awareness, and everybody was able to catch that. So he sprayed the hallway. There's chips. Actually, Marcellus, you do get hit in the head by a piece of plaster. Doesn't do any damage. Because there's just bullets are going everywhere. So there's that. So yeah, you get this. You're like, you missed. You completely missed, and then and white dust falls around you. And that's it. And then again, this bad guy down here, he's going to take a shot at Pac-Man.
Best of luck.
I don't think it's going to happen, but you can roll your dodge and escape. You might roll a 1. And you didn't. Not really a surprise. And I'm going to say the way these rounds are spraying around, Stringer, you need to roll a dodge and escape as well, but with a +5. See if he just accidentally hits you. Austin, did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Yep. The guy down here was shooting at Pac-Man, but he's spraying all over the place, and you are close enough that I'm going to say you need to roll dodge and escape as well, but you get a +5 on your dodge.
Yep. What the hell is dodge and escape?
And of course, you just put in the 5. You don't put in the plus.
Yep.
Okay, that is enough. You do not get hit either, but again, there's rounds just spraying all over the hallway over here. And that's pretty much his action. I think the one other thing he might do, let me go check that weapon again real quick. Yep, that's what I thought. The last thing he does, it just sprays all over, and then the magazine pops out of the bottom of the gun and clangs to the floor. And you do see him starting to reach in his jacket. Everybody would assume for another magazine, but he doesn't actually get it reloaded on this round. So that's his action. This guy also ejects the magazine from his weapon, but that's as much as he can do. These guys are still standing there. These guys are still staying where they are. And, oh, I'm sorry, who is next? That was bad guys. So who's 19? Marcellus.
That would be Marcellus, who
Let's do it.
is, as the magazine ejects,
Yes.
The one hand is going over the top of the gun, the other hand is going underneath the gun to apply a reverse wrist lock that comes round over the back of Marcellus's head and flips him round into a throw. So I'm basically taking a dual action grapple throw.
A grapple and then a throw. Right. Very good.
Because, armor, you don't get any armor bonus against throw damage.
That's right.
So I have a -1 on the grapple and no modifier on the throw, thanks to the bonuses from.
And you rolled a hit on your grapple. If you get the grapple, you get an automatic throw. And his dodge, not very good. I would say you got him. So, you got him.
I automatically get a +2 because I've got a grapple on the throw.
So, throw him. What's your damage on a throw? been a
Just
while.
double checking. 1d6 plus 3 plus body type modifier plus
Okay.
martial arts bonus, I believe. I'm just double
That
checking.
does sound right. I was trying to remember if it was just 1d6 or more.
No, 1d6, and they
Okay.
must automatically make a stun roll at +2, irrespective.
Okay.
He's at -2 for attacks until he stands up, and I'm at +2 to continue attacking him.
6, and he hasn't taken anything there yet. So... Is that your damage? Or you...
That is my damage.
Holy
You want
crap.
a location?
That's pretty good. Well, armor doesn't count, so I'm going to
Armor
say at this
doesn't
point...
count.
Well, let me think. So 20... Give me just a moment. 16. Okay. He failed his stun check. He also went down. Let's see, it would be 8.
Well, if somebody threw me on the ground so hard
Yeah,
to cave in my chest,
okay.
I'd be stunned a little too.
Yes, he hits the ground pretty damn hard. He hits the ground and bounces a little bit and does not move.
Oh,
Yep, that was a rather impressive throw. And from the
I
corner,
do
so
martial arts.
you do that, and he landed over. So you got one guy there. It's down and not moving. You got still got the guy in the corner that's down and not moving. Bullet looks at you and gives you a nice big thumbs up, approvingly. And do you want to do anything else on your turn?
No, because I'm not in a position to charge the other two or the room at this point. So
You could run up there and give him someone else to shoot at.
I could, but then I'd be in line of sight for 2 people to open fire on me with SMGs, and that just feels a bit.
Well, I'm giving you your options. That's all.
I'm holding where I am.
All right, Vex.
yes.
In case it hasn't become clear yet, you have come up on the wrong side of the building.
Mm-hmm. I had a suspicion.
you have figured that out at this point. You are on the wrong side of the building. So you would have to. You could either. It wouldn't be hard, and I don't know if and it's up to you what you want to do. I was just giving you some more information. That has become clear. You may or may not be able to run through some rooms, and there may or may not be a connector. It wouldn't be hard to guess that there might be some kind of a connection between the two sides of the building.
Right.
Or you
I
can
was
go back
thinking about
downstairs.
going for that door on the hallway that I just did an awareness check around.
This door over here?
Yep.
Okay. So you're gonna try to open it or check it or
Yeah, I think I would just be opening it at this point.
okay, whoops. Not trying to move didn't try to move or wasn't intending to move you through the door, just up to the door. And apparently I moved the door. There we go. Okay. So you move up to the door, you try it, it is locked. Or let me rephrase that and say the handle goes moves that little bit but doesn't move further, giving you the impression it's probably locked.
Alright, well, before doing anything else, I would call Bullet on the comm, because he was sub-vocalizing earlier, so he has a mastoid, right?
Bullet wasn't. No.
Oh, he didn't on the first day? Okay.
Oh, on the first, did he on the first one? I'm sorry, I was thinking about today. He does
On
have
the
a
first
radio.
day, he sub-vocalized in his apartment, but he did it to call
Okay, so I would have no idea
Right.
about that. Okay.
You wouldn't know about
So
that,
then I'd
and you
just
don't know,
be
even if you knew
calling
he
out
had it.
Marcellus then.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Alright,
you're
so
gonna
then
you're
I would
getting on
call
the radio.
Marcellus.
Your cell phone or radio.
It's the pocket commo.
Okay. So
So
you're getting on the radio. You're gonna key the mic and you're gonna say.
I seem to be separated. Where's your position?
Okay, that's your. That's as many words you get without.
Okay.
Or let me rephrase that. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it's in a book, but the way I've played it, you get 7 words free on a combat round.
Okay.
So
that works.
if you go over that, that takes an action, and now you're depending on what you're going to do next. You got negatives potentially, or may not be able to. So that was more than 7, I think, or around 7. So you've said that across that, Marcellus. You hear that coming across your comm, and on your
If I
turn
have
you can
7 words for free,
you have 7 words for free.
stairwell, 2nd floor, multiple opponents. That's only 6 words.
There you go. Excellent.
Alright.
Okay.
Can I still act if I do a second action?
What would you like to do?
Kick down the door.
You can kick down the door.
Alright. Do I roll something for that, or can I just kick it down?
I'm. Yeah, let's do strength feat because you're right. You might fumble.
Alright.
You might fumble. You know, you never know.
Hell knows, the apartment door killed me once.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that. Ooh,
Yep.
strength feat. Alright.
Well, actually, 14 is not quite enough. The door kind of seems like it's gonna almost like it's gonna give, but it doesn't quite. I'll give you one more kick if you want to try it one more time.
Alright, one more kick. Well, I
You are
guess it's
very
stuck.
good at being consistent. I'll give you that. However, the first kick did do some damage. It just didn't quite pop the door open. Second kick, the door it almost feels like it's not going to go, like you're going to bounce off it again, and then the door gives way. Door swings open, slams against the wall, and you see a bunch of people kind of huddled in various. There's like a couple of makeshift tents. There's one actual tent that's in really bad state of disrepair. Sleeping bags, just miscellaneous stuff, all kinds of stuff. There's actually a camp stove and a small electric camp stove, and there's actually one of those not butane, the camp fuel type stoves. So there's like three stoves sitting right next to each other in an area. And this is all, as that door pops open, all in this area right in here that you can see as the door comes open.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of people and stuff that when you don't have any money, but you find things laying around. That's what they have.
And just to double check, there's no door on the other end of the room. It's a dead end room.
So if and this is all you can see when the door pops open and you're just glancing in. You're going to go in the room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I was just asking. I don't know if I can see all that way. I was just clarifying.
You can't see you don't have line of sight to the edges of either one. If you had not, without going in the room, you can't see to the ends of the room.
Alright, well, since that was my second action, I'm done for now.
Let's see. Yeah, these people in here are all shocked and surprised. They are all just kind of huddled around, not moving, not making any kind of offensive or threatening anything. They're just, they're just like, we're just here, just leave us alone. We didn't do anything. Please just leave us alone. That kind of stuff. And they are all grouped together, and they're all doing that. It wouldn't be hard to guess that they heard the gunshots too, and are just hoping whatever's going on doesn't spread to their room.
Alright.
Okay.
can I interact with them, or should I wait for my next turn?
That would be your next turn.
Okay.
Okay. So, that is Vex. So, who's next? Who's the 10?
It's actually misdone because Stringer's
Oh.
got an 11, so he should go before me.
Yeah. Excuse me,
Didn't
Stringer.
Reorg
Oops.
for some reason.
Oops. Stringer. Go for it, Stringer. What's up? What are you doing?
Okay, is that guy still standing?
Okay, so you had no these two guys, both of them are downtown.
Yep.
No, no, I am sorry. I was looking at my notes for the guys up here. Pardon me. Down
One of
here
these
you have
guys is still
one
up,
down.
yeah.
Right. One down, one still standing. The one that's still
With
standing has a
massively
leg wound.
perforated leg.
Yes. Yep. Has a nasty
Yep.
leg wound. So
Well, in
yeah,
that
he's
case,
still standing.
I'll use another luck point,
Okay.
and I'll shoot the same guy again.
Take your shot.
Yeah. Do I get any pluses to hit from having that red dot sight?
Whatever the accuracy bonus is we decided the weapon had, that's what you get. So
Yep.
I don't remember what that is, what that number would be, what we decided on. I think it was at a 0 and then...
Yeah, it was -3 for the automatic.
Okay. And then just 0 for normal fire.
Yeah, so
For single round. Or rated. Actually, I said single. This is a...
19.
Okay. And actually, this does have, if your entry is correct, it has a rate of fire 2, so you could be firing 2 rounds. You've only been firing 1. But it's up to you. But you have the option.
No, that's the Sternmeyer rate of fire 2.
Oh, pardon me. It is.
It's rate of fire 4 if I do it on the automatic.
That's the
option
full
that you gave
auto.
me.
I see. Yeah, that's the
But-
Sternmeyer that has it too.
I
Okay.
don't think I'm actually going to do that.
Okay. Thank you for being honest about that, because I was going to tell you wrong. Or I did tell you wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
That's 19 to hit.
what is... 10 plus... Oh, it's the one... Okay, okay. So, 19 to hit. The guy rolled a dodge of 23. So, let's see. But you didn't fumble or anything, it looks right. That's not a fumble, is it?
Nope.
Nope, just a roll. Okay. So, a chunk of the wall.
It's a natural 10, boys.
Oh, that's a natural. I didn't catch that. So you gotta mention
rolled
those things.
fumble table because he rolled a nat 10 followed by a nat 1.
Oh,
on
on his exploding 10. But that's a natural 10. So, and the bad guy did. So no, you hit him. You did hit him.
Oh, I
That's
didn't
very
notice that because the attack didn't
Yeah.
come up green.
So
It's because
but
you
yeah,
also rolled a 1.
because on your
Yeah,
exploding
to
you
follow
rolled
it
a
with,
1.
yeah.
But that one doesn't have a negative effect. So you did roll natural 10. So you did hit him, and you hit him in the chest, and you did 28 damage.
Having his armor and then having puncture damage.
Right. What's in my -4? So 8. Okay, you most definitely punched through his armor. And let's see if he can and he's out. He drops.
Yep.
You hit him square in the chest. Nice big hole in the armor. See blood start to trickle out. He looks down at it. Kind of starts to look back up, and right over he goes. He's down. Yeah. Yeah, that he's... If, well, nobody's checked. He didn't die at this point, but he is most definitely down.
Yeah, well, I'm getting that in high def.
Let me double check that. Actually, he's down, what, 3 levels? 1, 2. Yeah, so he's not dead yet. Okay. Good job, Stringer. So now who's next?
That would be myself.
That'd be Marcel. Wow. No, that's
myself.
not right.
Myself.
Yourself.
Pac-Man.
That makes more sense. All right, Mr. Pac-Man.
We're
Is that
going
a-
to,
was-
since
was
I
that
have
a-
7 words,
Yes.
stand down or be put down with 1 luck to the intimidate check as I call around the corner.
All righty. I'm just rolling results here. Okay. You see that? You say that around the corner here, and 2 really crappy Russian SMGs go clang, 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 and land over here someplace. And these guys just kind of go, "We're not getting paid enough for this." They just stand back against the wall, they do start inching their way. Because, whatever, that's, oh, wait a minute, you're saying you're over here and you're saying that, so no. So they start moving away from you. They start kind of inching their way up the wall. They threw down their weapons and they're going to start to inch away. Of course, it's not actually their turn. They can't really take an action yet. So,
All right. Well, then I'm going to use my actual turn, not my
I know what else.
throw the authority out there. Tell them to face down, arms behind their backs crossed.
Okay. I just had to. These are really crappy weapons. Since they threw them on the ground.
See if they broke them, chucking them.
Well, if they broke them, or if they just decided to start going, start firing, or something.
Yep. We'll throw 1 luck on this so I can't botch it.
Okay.
Man, it's a good thing I did that. I had a feeling
that worked out well.
Spirit was coming.
Okay.
Pac-Man, the master of the one.
So you rolled your luck. You added the luck, so you got a 15 with the 1 point. So both of them are like, no problem. Yes, sir.
They go face down, arms behind the back.
They do it. Both of them get down on the ground and lay there.
I turn to Stringer and give a wink to the camera.
So
Pac-Man. Was that Sean Penn's character in Colours, Pac-Man?
Don't know. Never saw it.
That's a good question. There was somebody in that movie that you went by that name. That's good. I don't know. So you took out.
Oh, that was a long time ago. I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, awareness notice from everyone, please. And for this second, we are out of combat. That could change very quickly.
Oh, well, streetwise, what is that?
I don't know.
Whoopsie, mix click.
Okay.
And another one strikes.
So. All right, so Vex. First of all, Vex, you are over here. You're about to be able to interact with these guys. One of these, so these people are moving around a little bit, and it's like something shifts, something, you feel a little bit of a vibration in the floor, something like that, just a hair. Don't even think anything of it. Just doesn't register as anything important. Put it that way. Everybody else on this side, this part of the building just rattles a little bit. There is an explosion and then another explosion from down below. And then you hear some more. You continue to hear that everyone stay clear. It just repeats over and over. Okay. And as you guys are up here, let's see, some smoke or something starts coming out of that door to the stairwell. So that's what happens there. That's your awareness. So everyone, we're gonna go and we're gonna leave the. Let me see which order we'll go in. So Marcellus, these guys got down the floor, on the ground, and are completely conscious. These two and these two are down. Nobody's checked to confirm if they're dead or just down. Marcellus, what do you want to do? At this point, we're out of combat for this second.
I'm going to move down to be beside this door that they were coming out of, and where the guy was that I saw half in, half out.
Okay.
And put myself there to be able to just sort of peer around and see what's going on in there.
That door,
So
at some point, that door is closed, by the way. That door is now closed.
Oh, the door's now closed?
Yes, it did. At some point, the door closed.
In which case, I shall just move down onto the door and send a message to say, in position, move up to door.
Is that on the radio, or is that a text to somebody, or what is that?
That's a text to Stringer and Pac-Man because they're on the
they're on the
text.
Side. Yep.
And Vex is on the com.
Radio. Yep. Okay. So you move there. Pac-Man, what you doing?
Well, I guess I got a text about moving up. I'm going to ask Stringer if he can figure out what that smoke is. It'll be good for the cameras anyways.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's trauma team, but...
Move to secure these two guys first before anything, because they had given up, and the other guys are passed out away from their guns anyways, so I can cover both of them from here.
Okay. So you've moved up.
Then when my phone rings, I'll check the text message.
Okay. So you get the message.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing anything other than checking the message? Or are you doing anything else at this point? Austin.
I'm assuming that the smoke is a trauma team, so
it's just a whiff of smoke coming out. It's not like filling the hallway or anything.
Yep.
You do see, actually, Stringer will see Bullet gets a mask, a rebreather mask out and puts it over his face. And Vex, right? Yeah, Vex is next. What you doing, Vex?
I'm gonna be asking the people in the room
a
question, and I'm gonna ask northwest stairwell, where does it come out?
Okay, well, at first they kind of look at each other and don't say anything. They just kind of point and go north side of the north tower of the building. One of them does.
Do I have any idea where that is in relation to the room? Is that helping me out, or?
I understand. They are pointing. Let me see. You are on this. Yep, they are actually pointing. Where's my stuff here? Yep, they're gonna. Well, whatever, it doesn't matter. They're gonna point north. That's the direction of that stuff. There is not a door in the. If you looked, you're just barely in the room. You look north. You don't see any doors on the north end of this room. And this room is pretty much this whole side. Get this here real quick. It's pretty much this whole space over here. Without being scale is notwithstanding, but this room is the whole side of this building. And there are spots where there were walls, or interior build-out walls, office walls, whatever they were. There's spots in the ceiling where there was obviously a wall, but now it's just one big open area from one edge to the other edge.
Well, since that didn't really help me out too much, I'm gonna ask them a second question, but I'm gonna use the luck point.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask them where a fire escape is, so I can get outside the building.
Okay, so if you phrase it that way, they will tell you there is no exterior fire escape. The two interior stairwells are the only ways up and down, besides the elevators and the elevator shafts.
Alright. Well, that's my two actions then, right?
We're not technically in combat right now. We're just kind of going around and around.
Okay.
So, if that's pretty much your... Did you have something else you wanted to ask them specifically? Or...
I was gonna ask them where our target is, but I realized I don't really know anything about our target. I was just hired to drive.
They will, since you used the point of luck, you're not being too aggressive with them or anything. They will tell you that if you're trying to get to the north side, the north tower, you have the easiest way to do that right now is to go back downstairs to the first or second floor, and then over to the other stairwell and back up. They will say there is at the 5th floor. There was a big room that encompasses both towers. The towers are actually right against each other. Towers may not be the right word, but there is a big room that is from one end of the north side to the south side, all continuous. But you never know who's staying up there. Sometimes there's gangs up there that control that floor. So your best bet is just to go back downstairs and go over and go back up.
All right.
And yep.
And that's it.
Well, that's it. If you want to start to move or depending on what you're going to tell me what you want to do next, then we'll go from there.
I was gonna go back towards the elevator.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, so you can go back. Whoops. Dang it. That door just does not want to stay in place. So you can move. You can go back over here. You're gonna try. You say toward the elevator. You're going to use the elevator, or you're going to use the stairs?
I'm gonna use the elevator.
Okay. So you go over here. You hit the button for the elevator, and we're back to Marcellus. What you doing?
I'm waiting. Once everyone's in place, I'm going to gesture for Pac-Man to use his authority to get whoever's inside this room to basically stand down and come out, rather than open the door into a shotgun blast.
Okay, Pac-Man?
Well, I'm gonna finish detaining these two fellows since I don't have my zip cuffs on me.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm going to tie their hands behind their back with their own bootstrings. So now they have a floppy forked walk, and now their hands are tied. Because improvisation! And then I'll stand up against the wall, call out whoever's inside, come out with your hands up, or we'll put you down with your face down.
Are you these guys? Are you leaving them there? Or are you going to move them?
I'm gonna leave them right there,
Okay.
face down, hands behind their
Tied
back,
up.
tied up.
Okay. And you're making that call.
We'll spend the authority on this.
You can
We'll
roll
spend
your
the luck on
authority.
the authority, because Lord knows
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna screw this up again.
While you're rolling that, I'm going to go around here one more time. Or
Says
continue
as he
to.
predicted it, just
Here's a
like
fumble.
clockwork.
All right. Stringer, what you doing?
I shall move.
You do hear Pac-Man making his authoritative, well, sort of. It's like his voice cracks or something. Something doesn't sound right.
Hey, I spent the luck. I didn't fumble. All right, it's still
That's
a
true.
15.
That's
It's
true.
not the worst.
No, you're right. You're right. You're
I
right.
shall move around to catch up,
But
but
yeah, 100%.
I am not standing in front of
actually
the door.
bad. Kidding to me.
Okay, Stringer moved around, so there's these guys. You're kind of still. They're laying in front of you here. These two are laying on the ground. They're wiggling a little bit, but not aggressively. It's just because you can't hold perfectly still. And you guys are there. Okay. So you guys are there. Nothing has happened yet. You have not heard any response from inside. You do hear there. You will say you guys, the people near the door there, Marcellus and Pac-Man. You guys do hear some shuffling, some movement inside the room, but that's it.
Oh, what do I see through the door with my thermoptics?
Hey, that'd be an awareness notice check.
Okay. Well, I don't have any more luck left for this, so unfortunately, this is going to be the fumble that sticks, or I don't fumble. You know, either one. You know, the character has a 4 luck. He's meant to be a bit of a jinx, and dang, does it come up that way.
Okay, so you see multiple people inside the room. There was a cluster, like right here, for at least 3 or 4 or more people right in here someplace. The noise you're hearing is they're all getting up and they're all heading this direction. A couple of them started to head. They got up and kind of stopped there for a second. But then you heard some more noises, and in the end, they all moved to the north side.
Okay, I'm gonna point the
Basically.
way they moved to Marcellus and give him that those hand signs showing him which way they were and how many people.
Okay. Your best estimate is about 6 you saw moving around and moving toward the north. But with your line of sight and stuff, you can't really tell for sure what might be further north.
Okay.
Vex, you are still waiting for the elevator. How long do you want to wait?
How long do I want to wait? Let me see. You know what? I think I'm not gonna wait, and I'm just gonna go down the stairs instead to check on this trauma team that's apparently making their announcement. But first, I'm gonna put my gun away, so I'm not a threat.
Okay. All right. So you go into the first floor. You're gonna come back out on the mezzanine.
Yeah, I would come back out on the mezzanine, right?
Okay, so
I'm
you're
going
gonna
back
come
the way
back
I
out over there someplace. Well, as soon as you open the stairwell door, you are struck. Let's do a simple way. Let's do a stun check. So not a Let me see. What is it on here?
What?
Is there an actual button for a stun check on here someplace?
Yeah, the save button
Save. That's what I was. So there you go.
under combat.
Oh, okay, under combat.
Yeah. There you go. Okay. Okay, so you came out. You are just engulfed in tear gas like stuff. And it just, you start coughing immediately. It doesn't completely overwhelm you, but you probably don't, you know if you stay in it very long, it's going to. It's a very thick, very heavy stuff.
Okay.
And
Uh,
you, and actually, I put you at the wrong stairwell. Sorry, you came out. You're on the south stairwell, so you open that door there. Now, as you do that, you want to give me an awareness notice also.
okey-doke. Now, on the awareness, can I also use the image enhancing, or
Yes, you can.
is this not a situation?
You're good. You can
No.
use it. You can.
Okay, cool. I keep clicking the wrong button. Okay.
Okay, that's more than enough. Excellent. So you start to cough. Again, you weren't completely overwhelmed. You made your save. But as you're doing that, can tell from the vantage point of being up here on top on this mezzanine level. There are several figures. It's hard to make them out through the smoke, through the haze, but there are several figures, and including a stretcher, that are actually exiting on their way out the building.
On the way out the building. Okay.
Yep. Yes.
Now,
And as
just
you're,
wonder.
go ahead.
To my right, that's overlooking the flooded area, I guess. Right?
That's a wall behind this wall.
Oh, there's just a wall there?
That's
Okay.
just a wall. Yeah, that's just a wall. Yes,
I was
outside the
wondering
building
if it
is the
was
flooded
glass.
area, but it's not. It's just a wall.
Okay. And then my other question is their exit. Are they going for that taken out corner over there, or the glass to the left,
Actually,
or the barricade that I took apart coming in?
this whole area, well, you moved some of the stuff that was there enough to get through, but that was it. There is a big hole now in this barricade, and the stuff that was there is strewn out into the room like this. There is probably a 10-foot wide section now that's completely been blown apart, and the stuff just thrown out into the room. And while you're watching, there is one guy that was still, as these guys, the stretcher and the other guys were leaving. There's one guy that's facing into the room, and through your image enhancement, you can actually make out you can make out the mask, a helmeted figure looking straight up at you, and you hear much more clearly than before. It was real muffled. Now you're hearing trauma team business. Just stay up there and you won't be harmed. Don't interfere. And he is backing his way out with the rest of the group that's leaving the building.
All right. And so I can react to that, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd put one arm up and the other arm covering my mouth. But in the one that's covering my mouth, I'd be holding the camo, or the comma.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd send a message, trauma team evacing possible target.
Okay. Then that is yours. And we'll go back to the top. So, Marcellus, you and Pac-Man are right at the door. Stringer's just south to the door, and these two guys are tied up here on the floor. What you gonna do?
So we're either side of the door.
Yep.
I'm gonna point at the two fingers for Pac-Man and Stringer to two fingers, then watch and point through the door, and then I'm going to, from the side, throw the door open. So if there is something that's going to come blasting out, it's going to blast out into nothing. And those two will have line of sight to be able to shoot through or do whatever they need to do.
Okay.
I think now we're closing in on the main target. I think it's time to start the commentary.
And give me just another moment here. Let's do better. Okay. Okay, so you guys are ready to go in. You did your sand signals between you. Door's still closed. You saw the movement.
Almost ready to go in. I need to reload before we go in.
Okay. Pac-Man's gonna reload.
I'm
So
gonna
you're doing that.
swap into the safety rounds with my speed loader.
Okay.
Dump the regular rounds out into the hand, put them in the pocket. 2 speed loaders in, close it up.
Okay. Stringer, you doing anything else?
No, I'm just filming the action and
Okay. Vex, you're next. You guys are about to be able to be ready to bust through. Next time around, you're going to be able to open the door or bust through or whatever it is you're going to do.
Yeah.
Vex, what you doing? Those guys are continuing to move out, and as you're watching, the one guy that you assumed was the one guy talking to you, he has joined another guy from over here someplace, joins him, and 2 more that were over here all join him as they're back. These 3 are backing their way out.
But they're all looking at me.
Well, the one guy that you believe talked to you is keeping an eye on you, and the others are scanning. They are continuing to scan the room. They're evacing. They're leaving, but they're covering. They're making sure nobody comes up behind them without them knowing it.
In that case, I think I would get back in the elevator and go up to the 5th floor, because that's the floor that conjoins, right?
That was the one they said that it was a big single room, but they said that they didn't know who if anybody was controlling it.
Right. Well, if I'm going to the 5th floor, can I use a luck skill to affect what comes out on the other end, or is that just
No.
when I would?
No, they would be on your skills, your actions, or your skills, that kind of thing. So you're using the elevator. So you hit the elevator button and wait. And so what is the plan? So I understand. Back here at the door, what is your guys' plan for actually going in and getting into the room?
Well, I guess I'm the biggest, baddest mother on the team when it comes to armor. So I guess Marcellus is going to open the door. I'm going to step in, and the 4 closest people, since they did not comply, are losing kneecaps.
Okay.
Yeah, basically open door, with none of us stood directly in front of the door, so that if they've rigged up a shotgun or something like that blasts as the door opens, it blasts into nothingness. Stringer and Pac-Man have got the angle to see through to the north where they were heading anyway, so Stringer will be able to get his video, and Pac-Man will be able to do his kneecapping.
Okay.
I do not envy any kneecaps that come up against this round.
Oh, there is that.
So And
Well, as
by-
the professionals are going for their safety ammo, I will lift the gun up to the side of my face and say, "Careful now."
Okay. So, and Stringer, you did not reload, did you?
No, I've still got
Okay.
2 rounds, but
Very good. Okay, just making sure I was clear.
I had actually thought I'd better reload and then completely forgot. So.
Okay. Okay. That's okay. You're a media. You're not a, combat guy, so that's not surprising that would happen. You forget. You'd lose count or whatever. Okay. So we got that. We've got that.
That
Vex
is the beauty of the pepper box, though. As soon as all those firing pins are in, you're done.
That's
There's no
it.
hidden magazine.
Yeah.
Let's see. So
They never jam.
Let's see. They're there. They're waiting for you guys. Okay. So Marcellus, you're just gonna You're just gonna turn the handle and push the door open from the side, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay. The handle doesn't turn.
Crap. Oh well. Then we'll just have to be a little flash, and we'll go for the reverse spin heel kick into the door so that I'm not still stood right in front of the door to kick it open.
Okay. These guys, by the way, are making themselves as low, and they're actually trying to inch their way down into the corner.
Smart man.
Know something we don't, kids?
And make your roll. You don't have to do an attack roll. I'm pretty sure you should be able to kick the wall or the door. I'm not gonna make you roll to hit the door or the wall. You can kick the door. It's not gonna dodge, but but damage.
Cool.
Kicks are gross.
Okay. 17 is your damage. Is that right?
17 is my
Aren't
damage,
kicks-
yes.
Aren't kicks 2d6?
I thought they were. Yeah, 2 die. It should be 2d6.
Yeah, punches are 1d6, kicks are
Right.
2d6.
That's if you've got
What's that?
thickened myomer legs.
Okay. For
Okay.
I'm gonna say go ahead and roll another die 6. Kicks are, and this is, I am making the ruling. Not cyber enhanced. Punches are 1, kicks are 2, and then you get another die if you have some cyber or something. At least another die if you have some other cyberware or something that would increase it.
And for
Oh,
kick,
cool.
So
some
just add a
cyber
die
legs were
6.
4, and the was it the Russian ones with the hydraulic rams were 6.
Right, they're
Yeah,
way up
that's
there.
right.
Crazy. Okay, so 18. So you do 18 to this door. The door, it doesn't just come open. It comes off the hinges, and the whole door goes flying into the room. And so Pac-Man and Marcellus, let's do an awareness notice.
Whee!
It's funny you
I
should
do
make that
have-
noise.
I do have low optics, therm optics, and image enhancers here.
Okay. Low light. Okay.
Oh, I forgot about low light. Never mind.
Okay. So, okay, you're both good. So, with your, okay, Stringer, you don't pick up anything from this. You're watching those two. He does a really cool big spinning back kick. The door goes flying. John Woo shit. Looks great.
Yep.
Okay. Pac-Man, with your thermal, you start to see right just about 10 feet in from the door, and you start to see a heat build up. From room temperature, it starts gradually increasing. and you both hear. And the next thing is that you two get to roll a dodge and escape. Since you're on the sides of the door, I'll give you a +5 each. And really hope you don't get hit. Because
Well,
what
time
you
to spend-
see,
I'm gonna
with
spend
your-
that last luck here, so we don't.
what you
botch this
see
one.
is right inside the door
I
is
was thinking
another one of
exactly
those,
The same thing.
another one of those
Last
miniguns.
luck you spent.
Another one of
Um,
those. What?
The not trash can. The other the mini Apex suitcase suitcase looking things, and it's spinning up and about to start spitting rounds into the hall and well to the door and whatever else.
Oh, well, I think I'm dead.
I recognise that sound.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
rather
gonna-
familiar with that. I've heard this before.
Oh wow. Well. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the. I will just be nice here. The fumble on the point of the gun is going to go against the fumble of Marcellus, and the defender wins.
That is
Oof.
a
Okay.
luck point.
Oh, yes, I
And,
spent a luck point on it. It's not a fumble.
Oh, it's not a. That's true. It's not.
Because I had a horrible
that-
feeling I was going to get a fumble. And I
We
did
both-
spend that luck.
You both. Did you both use a point of luck?
Yeah, I used. the
You
point
did,
of
you
luck,
too.
too. I used
You
my
did
last
both.
point of luck here. I
It
didn't
was your last
fumble,
one, okay.
but you know.
Right. Okay, so
Oh, and I missed the +5. So it's actually 20.
okay, so you didn't fumble. Well, wouldn't it be actually 21 then, with your point of luck?
No.
Or did you
no,
put-
that,
No luck in that.
Your luck is in
That's
there,
the-
but not. Oh, okay,
the
gotcha.
luck is in there. I forgot the +5
Okay.
for the off the.
Gotcha. So it's actually a 20 for Marcellus, 22 for Pac-Man, including whatever luck and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So the gun spits up. The gun starts spitting rounds through the doorway. The door itself gets chewed up in like nothing flat. You know, the whole door went flying into the room. This thing spins up and starts firing while that door is still flying into the room. The door just gets powdered. It disappears.
What's
Um,
it looking like? The exit holes on the doorway. 7.62s, 9 mils, 45s.
Smaller caliber. If you had to take a quick guess, they're probably 8 or 9 millimeter. Or excuse me. Yeah, no, that's right. 8 or 9. Small
Okay.
caliber. Lots of them though. Lots and lots and lots of them. So yes, it tears up the door. It starts tearing up the door frame. It fires for just a bit over 3 seconds, and it stops firing. And you guys are to either, whichever. Anyway, it's okay. You guys are standing to either side of the door. The door frame has all chewed up. It missed both of you. The door disappeared, just completely disintegrated. The door frame is all chewed to hell. The thing is stopped firing. With your thermal, you can see it. It got just in that split second, in that 3 seconds, it got white hot, but it's gradually starting to cool back down. What are you guys gonna do?
Well, it looks like a 9 mil, and I how white hot?
I don't know what the proper temperature would be, but it reached the
Hot
maximum.
enough that you and it's best to patter some thick clothes to not feel the heat.
Yeah, it like if you were around the corner and could see it, it'd probably be glowing.
Okay. Well, I already
If
said
that-
I was going in
if that
there, and I'm
answers.
capping knees. So I nod to Marcellus, and look
Yeah,
to the
I'm
turret
going into
before I head in. Just the same way we talked before. I cut the corner short, come
Mhm.
in, and the first 4 kneecaps I see are going away.
Okay, so I'm gonna move you over here because we're moving to this room. This is the room now because I said so.
Okay.
Marcellus, are you going ahead into the room?
I am indeed, yes.
Okay. So you're coming into the room. Also, have I got you on the right, left, and right?
Yep.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So you came into the room, and you see now. As soon as you guys come into the room, that gun starts spinning up again. By the way.
Well,
Yeah.
where's the gun? Here.
The gun is like that dot. It's. I mean, I'm trying to scale is hard to judge, but well,
Okay, so it's right about.
that spot there is the suitcase and the gun. Yeah, that
Right
works.
about that.
Good enough. Yep. Right across from the doorway is the idea.
Well, looks like each
So-
one of these guys is eating a shot to the leg if I can.
Okay. The gun spins up. Well, we're gonna do initiative here in just a second. That gun spins up, comes all the way up to speed, and no rounds come out of it. It slows down, and the gun moves down. Basically, it's out of ammo. It's spun up because it's supposed to be firing. The electronics realize it's out of ammo, so it shuts itself down.
Whew.
So there's that. Let's see here.
Holy crap,
Okay.
Pac-Man finally beat Marsalis.
Damn.
Yeah. I had a terrible roll.
Oh.
I had an amazing. I was a 9er right there.
Yeah, I got 2.
Okay. Is everybody correct on the turn order?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So Bullet is he moved a little bit, but he's otherwise holding.
Oh, it didn't pull me up to the top of the list above Marsalis again for some reason.
Oh,
Just kept me down on the bottom of the list after sorting.
yeah. It's weird. These guys are next, and these guys are dressed a bit differently. These guys are not in bike leathers or anything. They are in Metal Gear. Helmets and all.
Oh, in Metal Gear?
Metal Gear. Thank you. They are in Metal Gear. Helmets and the whole 9 yards. And
Oh,
they
crap.
are carrying. Flip down here. A moment. Come on, where is it?
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of
These guys are all carrying assault rifles, small AKR-20s. The medium assault rifles. What was that? What was that last roll that just came through?
Sorry, that was me. I was slow on the
Oh, okay.
initiative roll.
Oh, I got you. I'll correct you there.
Seven.
Didn't do that. Okay, so before it's their turn, but let me go ahead and ask, Vex, are you going to continue to wait for the elevator?
At this point, I think I'm just gonna run to the stairs on the northwest side instead of waiting for the elevator.
Okay.
I
You
know
may get
it's
the
through
idea
smoke,
at some
but
point
I
in
think
here.
I can get to the stairs.
You may get the idea somewhere in here that the elevators aren't working.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of realize that the buttons haven't lit up. You've never seen one open. You've never heard them moving.
All right.
So you're gonna on your turn. You're gonna go up there. You're gonna run up the stairs. So whoops. Rather you'll be over here someplace. And you can. I will say that you can do that on your next turn. You'll be at that just outside the stairwell door.
Okay.
Okay. Or just excuse me, not outside the stairwell, at the top of the stairs on this floor, where your token is. Excuse me.
Yep, I see it.
Okay, very good. So these guys are going to start shooting, guys.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to keep this as a. See if anything too exciting happens at this point. A 3, a 2. 9. Okay. Pac-Man and Marcellus, let's see a dodge roll each.
Yay! Dodging, more dodging.
If there's ever a time you want high numbers, it's when guys in Metal Gear open fire with assault rifles on you.
Pretty much. Okay. It is pretty clear. Yeah, you guys both rolled enough. These guys are actually laying, would you say, cover, or cover fire. They're actually, the scale is kind of off again here, but they are actually all firing in a line, an arc. Let me see if I can do a quick arc here. They're all kind of doing that thing. And as they do this, they all dump 30 rounds apiece. They all drop their mags. And from back here, you hear a voice, you hear somebody saying, look, I don't want any more trouble. I don't know, whatever you guys are getting paid, I'll double it. I'll double it right now. And you guys can just leave. You can tell them you never found me. And that's their turn. So, 18.
And what's that dude look like?
Well, you don't. You can hear him. You don't really have a line of sight on him.
Oh, what's the purple thing? Just some boxes or
Oh,
something?
the purple thing. Okay, yeah, I didn't go over what was in the room. When you guys came in, you got couches, chairs over here, your entertainment center over here. You actually can see this one. This is a porta potty. It is actually a portable toilet. The whole thing. No idea how the hell it got in here. Doesn't make sense, but that's what it is. This is actually a very... how do I describe it? It's a barrier. It's hard to tell how heavy or how thick it is, but it looks brand new. It's not really a full wall, but it's a barrier of some kind. This is the same thing, but there's like 4 of them. It's freestanding as well. And you cannot see past this one. You can't see past this one. They both for Pac-Man. They both have they're invisible to IR, to thermal rather. You can't see anything through them, and they appear to be room temperature.
Okay. And the low light doesn't let me see the dude far enough behind him. There's just not enough light.
You don't have the right line of sight. He's behind the. You got a guy standing here, and then you got the barrier there, and he's behind it, so you don't have line of sight on him to see him.
Okay, fair enough.
So, are you? Yeah, it's your turn, right? Pac-Man?
Yeah, just.
You're considering it?
I'm not considering the offer. I'm just considering how to turn it down appropriately. So these are barriers.
The purple boxes are barriers, are walls, but they look brand new. In fact, let's see.
And they're thick enough to block IR, so I'm just gonna hope they have some bullet resistance.
Okay.
And 3 actions is -6. What the heck? Oh. Sorry, wife texted me really quick.
No problem.
Son of a bitch, this is so risky. This is the dumbest thing. These are solos, and I'm a cop.
No? You guys walked
Yeah,
into
well,
it.
your solo isn't exactly the best equipped to deal with people in metal.
You know what? The media can put these guys down, no problem. He's got the super gun.
They said the media is actually the one that could do the most damage.
Well, Marcellus goes right after me, right? Yeah.
I do.
All right, well, I'm just gonna trust Marcellus. I'm gonna trust Marcellus. That hasn't gone badly for me yet. I'm gonna.
Just have those god chucks.
I'm just gonna try to. I'm gonna take one out of Marcellus's book. I'm gonna try to flying disarm this dude over here. Just launch my gun out of his hand and get behind that cover.
I was going to throw him into the porta potty.
You can still throw him into the porta potty. I'm just taking the assault rifle. Safety rounds shatter instantly on Metal Gear. I got nothing to penetrate unless I waste a round. So we're gonna try some Aikido, cuckery, screwery, magic-y here. All right.
Go for it.
Go Aikido.
I was actually going to multi-action disarm to get his assault rifle, and then a sweep to put him on his ass so I could take a clip out of him and load up with his ammo and waste his own people.
Hey, I just want his gun. He reloaded it, right?
Nope. They all dropped mags, but they didn't reload.
They haven't reloaded yet.
They have not reloaded yet.
Oh, well then, that's not good. Perhaps I will rethink that strategy then. Considering he doesn't have any bullets in the gun.
Does he have one in the cheek?
You know what? Is he lying to us? Let's see if he's lying to us. Let's do that. Let's see if this guy's lying to us. Do I think he's lying?
Oh,
Oh my
you're doing
god,
human.
I didn't fail a human perception check.
You didn't. Well, you didn't. You know. Well, I was about to roll it, but it doesn't matter. No, he's not real. He's completely genuine. He sounds a little bit scared, but still trying to be confident. You know, you might say if he was really confident, why would he negotiate? He just, put you down. But
Yeah.
they didn't. They gave you warning shots first, and he's making his offer. So, but he's completely genuine about it. He would be happy
then
to
I
pay
say,
you.
Fine, come on out, show us the money.
Okay.
And I let Marcellus take it next.
So Marcellus, what's your action?
Oh. I've got a couple of different ones that I really am interested in going for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm going for it. I'm going to whip up to grab this guy and take him round into a throw to throw him into the other guy beside him. Therefore, entangling the two of them, making both of them take minuses on their attack rolls.
What is your movement? I think you should have plenty.
My
But what is it?
movement is 9.
Oh yeah, you're fine there. Okay, very good. All right.
And if you're playing a martial artist, you need a very high movement allowance.
Yes, that's a good idea. Make your rolls. See what you can do.
Right. So this is the grapple. Although it should have actually been the Aikido button, but never mind, same thing. They have the same skill rank, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, you got him. And what's your strength? Your body, I should say.
My
Strength is the wrong game. How do you play
Body
this
is
game?
11.
Okay, yeah, you got no. Okay, go for it. Yeah, you got the grapple.
Just bouncing dudes off the floor.
He's taken his action, so you got that. You can't really try to escape or anything. So
Yeah.
you got the grapple. You can throw him.
Cool. Well, that's 18 damage, ignoring armor, and lobbing him into his
And you
body.
see, and your attempt is to lob him into his friend.
Yeah.
Let's do a straight melee attack. Melee? Yeah. No, well, it'll be thrown. Let's see. What's that was your throw. That second attack roll was your throw, right? We'll just use that.
That second
I'm trying
attack
to
roll was my throw, yeah.
Yeah. So okay, I'm just trying to think of what to use to see if the other guy can avoid getting his buddy, being hit by his buddy. Excuse me. So no, apparently you can't. So this guy took the guy that you threw is got his potentially taking 18 points. Well, less stuff. He doesn't get armor. Doesn't affect it.
Armor doesn't affect it.
And his
he
buddy
automatically has to make stun +2, plus
Right.
then plus whatever the damage does.
Okay. So it appeared that well, no, that's a 6. I'm sorry, I was looking at it wrong. That's let me see. Okay, so not unconscious, did not fail the sun check, and thinking about how
This
much
boy's got some
damage.
Big body.
How much damage would? Well, let's see. I'm just going to use the same number. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Use the same number on the other guy. So he's going to get hit. He's going to have to roll a stun. He makes it. He makes it. And, but they both take the damage. And it was, what was it, 18, 14, each take 14. Neither of them got stunned. I'm just trying to make sure I work through this correctly here.
No worries. Throws are vicious.
So,
Yeah, geez, Louise, flip my life.
3.
Even if they had BTM 5, that's still mortal 0, 1 pip in.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They
Yep.
they technically they made that. They basically. So yeah, okay. So you threw them both. They're basically on top of each other, laying here in a heap, and neither of them are moving. There you go.
Oh, and I now have a barrier between me and one guy, and a barrier
Yes.
that the other guy's going to
You-
come round.
You have done a successful, good job of staying in cover, or putting yourself in cover. Okay, so who's the 17?
That's me.
Okay, so yeah, you heard a whole bunch that
Yeah.
a whole bunch of that coming from out here. So yeah, how far you want to move?
I'm gonna hurry
Tell me
around
what
into
you'd
the
like
hall
to do. Okay.
and
So-
head towards Bullet.
Okay.
I'm
so
so sorry.
you
Matt.
get down here, and you
I'm
see
so sorry.
Bullet is taking some actions here. Okay.
Mhm.
You see, he as soon as he sees you coming up, he starts to reach for a weapon. He sees it's you. He holds a finger up to his mouth, a shushing motion. Okay. He is sticking some stuff to the wall, right in front of him. There, he's making this line out, this like door shaped outline
Mhm.
on the wall. Actually, no, not door shaped. I'm going to fix that. He's making. He's going to have fun with it. He is making an outline like a silhouette target. If you're familiar with target shooting, a silhouette target, kind of a silhouette target shape, on the wall. Starting the top of this with this gummy-like substance, putty. It looks like silly putty, actually, like substance. And he's making it the top of the head is just maybe a couple inches above his own head. And he's doing this on the wall, right there, near where he's standing.
All right.
So, do you want to continue past him, or do you want to stop here?
I'm gonna stop here, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna ask him if it's Semtex
He just
or
looks at
some
you.
other kind of plastic.
He looks at you, and makes that shushing motion one more time, and puts a hand on the hilt
Hands on the hilt.
of a weapon, of a gun.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So in other
all
words,
right,
he went like this, and then right after he did that, you started talking.
yeah, you got a point. All right.
Okay. Let's give you.
I'm
let
so
me see here.
sorry, Vex.
Where's this coming?
I didn't scan you with the goggles because you were in the car. And nobody went back and turned off the turret unless Bullet did. I hope Bullet did. Because that thing's right
You
in your
know-
back right now.
Yeah, I just realized what that circle was. Okay.
Some players might take to really disliking you.
It's all right. I set off the alarm, so that's what.
Well,
started
that's
all this.
true. You did that too.
Well, I would pull out my gun if I'm still alive. If I'm not taken out by the turret, I guess what I don't know doesn't hurt me.
Holy crap, that's hilarious. Okay. So, as Bullet is looking after you started talking, Bullet's looking at you, he starts to do this, and he just can't hold it in. He starts smirking and laughing his ass. Just not laughing really loud or anything, but he just breaks into a big grin, smirk, and points at the gun and goes, and does it, don't worry about it. He was attempting to give you a hard time about the gun and keep you quiet though, so nobody knew he was out here. But he didn't. It didn't work. Yeah. So you've seen Bullet smile, which might, maybe you should be scared about that all by itself. But that's up to you.
I was going to say IP points galore right there.
So you're gonna hang out with him though? You're gonna stay here?
Yeah, I'm going to keep my
Okay.
gun out and
Okay.
put my back to him, I guess.
Okay.
Kind of keep him covered.
And nobody inside the room knows that he's doing this.
No.
Okay, so that happened.
Oh my god.
So Stringer, you're at let's see. Were you still outside the room? You actually see Bullet start doing this, putting this putty stuff on the wall in this outline thing, real rough silhouette shape. Are you gonna go in the room or are you gonna stay out here?
I'm not going to go in the room, but I'm going to duck around the side of the door and take a shot at this guy.
Okay, you can do that.
Awful nice of you, friend.
All right, you come in the room all trying to look cool, and you kind of the side of that, you see that gun there and you see the guy there, you take a shot at him, and you do a good job of hitting this wall here, this barrier that Marcellus is on the other side of. However, you may, and Pac-Man, you may or may not be interested to note, it scuffs and puts a bit of a scorch mark on that barrier, but that's it. I say scorch, a little bit of a scratch,
Did
yeah.
that.
Yeah. No dent, no obvious damage, etc.
Yeah. Well,
And it doesn't move.
after firing, I'm ducking back.
Back outside the room?
Yep.
Okay. So that's everybody.
I'm
Initiative.
not standing around where there's machine guns.
Initiative. It is that time again.
Oh, even slower.
Worry, I'll be molasses this round. Not that bad.
Okay.
Two twos in a row, Marcellus.
Damn.
I know.
Thank God you kill two men every time you take an action.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can pretty much. I've been fairly impressive when I get to go, but I don't want to steal the limelight from everyone.
You're a gracious man.
I like to give other people their opportunity to show what they can do, and then I'll, sort things out for them when they don't.
Okay. Well, Bullet is first, but as far as anyone in the room knows, there's nothing else happening. Vex and Stringer, he is pretty much done. He's got this stuff all laid out all the way down to the floor, and he's running a line of it a couple inches above the, maybe 3 inches above the base, above the floor. He's putting across. Almost got that done. 22 is the bad guys. And see, these two are out. This guy is going to fire at Pac-Man. And this guy is going to go ahead and move down here and fire at Marcellus.
That's fair enough.
I can't really argue with that.
Well, I mean, we could just put two of them on one of you if you'd rather. You know, that we could do that. And actually, I'm going to correct myself. Actually, these guys do move. No, this guy, actually, I have to change that because I forgot they didn't reload yet. This guy stays, if anything, he kind of makes sure he moves so that he stays pretty much where he was, blocking the gap in the wall there. This guy is actually going to start making his way this way. And they are both going to take, let's see, from their belts, that's it. Extra magazines on their belts. So they're each going to take a magazine from their belts and reload their weapons. And that's their action.
Oh,
they move.
thank you.
That's their full action. They're not going to try to fire without a fire at the same round they
Without
reloaded. But
Thank you.
yep. Okay. And let me see. This guy's going to
And I guess
move.
that's me.
He's going to move. Okay. So yeah,
Oh.
go for it. What you going to do?
I just look at Marcellus. I just sigh under my breath. Well,
You see, because so they both kind of started to raise their weapon, and then they went, and they start to reload instead.
yeah, I sigh as I start moving. You know, aside of Marcellus. Well, I guess we're not baiting him. I'm not quite as good at this as Marcellus, but I'll give this a shot.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to chuck this old boy out on the ground, you know, in front of where Stringer can get to.
Oh, okay.
That way he can, while he gets the bonuses, to just dome piece him on the ground. Do I make the grab?
Pretty impressive.
I rolled really well. I rolled a dang 9, all right?
Oof.
I've only got 5 in this one, okay?
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. So you've got your grab. You should get your grab. So now you get your throw.
Yep, you got your grapple.
Oh, crap!
Awesome.
I'm just curious if there's any. No, I didn't think you got the grapple. He's already taken his action, so you know. But give him the benefit of the opportunity to potentially roll a 10.
Yeah, you
Doesn't
know,
matter.
Might struggle out. That's
You got him.
what's up.
You threw him. So roll your damage, and you're trying to get him all the way back down here. So let's do a strength feat maybe and see how, you know, rather than just
Yeah,
you're not
let's
just
see if I
trying to throw him like that. You're actually trying to
I
toss
did
him.
roll a 10 on the throw.
That's true. But how far?
This is a
No.
rather good one. Let's see,
I-
5 and...
Don't fumble your strength feat, and you can get him where you want him. Well, don't, you know, like roll a 1.
Nice
Okay.
max damage, too.
Damn.
You know, I'm not quite as good as... And not a fumble. An 8.
Not a
actually, on
fumble.
the strength.
Okay, so
Not quite as good as Marcellus, but I got some moves.
I think you get. So
Yeah.
that is that where you wanted him?
Yep, just so that
Okay.
Stringer next can just put one right through his little shiny helmet.
13. Armor doesn't.
God, the
count.
visual's amazing.
Okay. He lands over there. He does not appear to be unconscious. And these guys, I'm going to move these guys over just to get them so we're clear. But they're in a heap over here someplace.
Yep.
Okay.
And Taking cover
And
behind that barricade from the
you're gonna
return
stay-
shots
okay.
that are definitely coming
Now-
my way.
now that you got to where you could see, there is another one of these guys here, and then you recognize from the picture and stuff that there's your target back there in the corner.
Okay, he's not armored up or anything.
He is
Unduly?
wearing a suit, a very nice suit. He is wearing a motorcycle helmet, doesn't match the suit in any way, shape, or form, with the visor up, and he is wearing this big, oversized trench coat. And he looks like, in your quick glance, he kind of looks like it's very heavy for him. You know,
He's not
he's-
built like the rest of us at 10 bodies.
it's
He's a
very
wiry
big,
feller.
it's very oversized on him, and yeah. Like, you know, these guys are here to protect
It
him.
might fit me.
You got it. You don't have. That's all you got for armor. And they threw a jacket on him. They threw something on him. You know. So.
The
Yep.
trench coat might.
Subcontractors. I said, give them what we gave the subcontractors outside.
Well, what can I say? They probably took one of the bikers' helmets and gave it to him, and who knows where the trench came from. But it most definitely doesn't fit it. But it looks pretty stout. So, and you duck back around cover. Okay. Next.
Next.
That is.
Well.
Is that Marcellus? Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Marcellus.
Yes. So Marcellus is going to come down this side and basically take this guy, but instead of going for the throw, oh no, he's reloaded his assault rifle. So now we're going to go for a disarm with a sweep to put him on his arse and leave him unarmed.
Okay.
Let me just check the modifiers.
Yep. So at this point, he has reloaded. The weapon is ready to fire again, but of course, he's already taken his. That was his action. So.
Perfect. So this is for the disarm.
And with the disarm, you don't necessarily automatically have control of the weapon, or do you have, or do you?
Yes,
remember that one.
You can keep the weapon.
You can. Okay.
It won't be in a
couldn't
position that I
remember.
can fire it necessarily immediately,
Right. Okay.
but
Very
now
good.
the sweep to put him on his arse.
And he is using a martial arts style, by the way.
Oof! He managed to not get swept.
Yep. He doesn't. He just kind of takes a. He doesn't do the hop or any of that kind of stupid stuff. He just takes a half a step back to avoid your sweep. And that was a natural 10. So yeah, he just very gracefully, like he was just. I was going to take that step anyway. So that's your turn. Vex.
All right. So Bullet hasn't blown anything yet. Right?
He has finished putting the stuff in. He's digging in his coat, and he pulls out a little piece of electronics, and he shoves it, sticks it in there, and he sticks one up in the top, one in the section, basically the 4, 5, 6 sections. He sticks one of these things in each one of them. and you hear him
Alright.
whisper, and you hear him. What does he say? He's gonna say, "Rather too many than have one fail," as he's putting them in. And as he gets those in, he is going to back up from the corner here.
Alright. As he's backing up, I'll back up with him, but I'll also take out my Nomad 44 so I
Okay.
can dual wield.
Okay. Do you have Ambi chip or neural bridge or any of that stuff?
No.
Okay, that's cool. That's fine. You can do it. You just penalties.
Yeah, no, I realize.
Okay, so you're good. Okay, so he is doing that. And let me see. He had that almost done. He puts that stuff in. And that's what you're doing. Stringer. So, Stringer, you see, as you're standing outside the hall yet, you see him put a bunch of electronics in this silly putty on the wall and back up around the corner, and Vex backs up around the corner here as well.
Yeah, well, something is obviously going to go down, so I'm going to film it.
Okay, so you're going to stay in the hallway? Pretty much where you are there?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. That's everybody.
You've also been hand delivered a man at your feet that you get +2 to hit and can't dodge.
There is
He's
that.
unconscious too, right?
No, he's not unconscious.
He's not unconscious. He is not. He is.
No, I was waiting for Stringer to finish him off with a domer for the
Right.
camera.
I'll do that after the explosion goes off, but
You're going to hold
Your
her.
turn is the end of the
This-
round, Stringer.
You
Everybody else is
are the
getting ready.
last. Right,
Yeah.
everybody else is gone. So if you don't do anything else, it's initiative again.
oh, well, in that case, I will take a shot at him.
Okay.
Now remember, you don't roll damage for this.
Yeah, he's prone. You get that. Yeah,
Prone, point blank shot.
yeah.
Headshot.
It did roll headshot though. Yeah, and he didn't dodge. So what's the damage? What is the damage on that thing? How many dice? 6?
7d6 plus 2.
7? Yeah. Okay.
44.
Yeah, his there is now a lot of red and gray goo on the floor where his head used to be.
Yep.
He wasn't unconscious. He got thrown there. He's kind of shook his head a little bit to throw off the not quite getting stunned. He looks up at you just in time to see this really big barrel come right into his nose, and that's it. Splat.
Oh, I love you, Stringer. That's a great shot for the camera.
Yeah, seriously.
Yep, that was the first person shooter, because you're wearing the headset, so in the camera's view, this arm comes up with a big gun in the hand. Yeah, there you go. So he's done. All right, initiative then. It is that time again, boys and girls.
Yeah.
As the
The
case
other
may be.
pepper pot has another advantage.
Mm-hmm.
If you're using something like a dual purpose round or a dum-dum that close to someone's head, it's not unusual for the high pressure liquidized brain matter to come straight out of the hole, up the barrel, and jam your slide.
I had not heard of that.
I read that in Soldier of Fortune quite a few
Okay.
years back.
Wow.
I've never encountered that personally, but it sounds like something that could happen from hydrostatic shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were doing one of their ammo tests,
Mm-hmm.
and they were doing it on an animal cadaver, and that was what happened with this ammo they were
Wow.
using that was better than the basic dum-dum type.
Hmm.
It was something like Black Talon, but before Black Talons came out. Yeah, these,
Wow.
Frangible expanding rounds. And bang.
That would ruin your day. That's that
Yeah.
would just do, that's what happens when the shooter and the defender both roll a 1. And the guy and the defender is pretty much done in anyway, so that would be a good result. All right. Vex is a 16.
Oh, could you imagine how
Fix your
bad
number.
it'd be on an electrothermal gun? Because it'd just fry brain matter over the electrode and you couldn't fire it again.
That
You just have
gun,
this cooked carbon cap.
that would be bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so is everybody correct on the list?
Yeah,
Not
I
in
am just
order, but-
consistently rolling 16 initiative in this.
We got a bunch of 16s
Yeah, I got
this
one
time,
too.
don't we? Wow.
Okay,
All
I'm
right.
sitting down this round.
And
Well, the
Yeah,
16 was a crit for me.
Yeah, it was a 2 for me.
Should those 16s roll again, or?
no. It just happens same time, not consecutive. Simultaneous.
Simultaneous.
actions.
Yeah, simultaneous.
Yes.
Well, I have to
Okay.
reload.
Okay. Well, so
Well, just get your
On-
camera ready, I guess.
yeah, on the first turn is boy, he rolled low too. Anyway, on Bullet's turn, let's let's see what color should I use this time. I use this one. Anyway, a bullet-shaped silhouette hole. That's not going to show up very well. That's not going to work. Come on now. That's okay. Use that. Whatever. Doesn't matter. A hole right there, almost cartoonish silhouette of a person, head, shoulders, and then just straight down silhouette. Up here's blows in this wall right here. And the motions, where are we here? Over here. Okay, so he then motions to Vex. He just kind of goes, puts his hand up, directs you to the hole. Go for it.
Alright, so.
It's not your turn yet,
I bet.
but on his turn, the wall shakes, the building, not the building, the wall shakes, the hole appears, and he motions to you. You can't actually do anything yet. It's not your turn. Okay. So these two guys are unconscious. This guy is. Where do we end up with him? Is he? You disarmed him, so you've got his rifle, but he's still standing and can act. Okay, so he is going to he's going to attempt to disarm you and take his gun back, basically.
Oh,
So that is going to be.
I'm sorry, am I watching martial arts duck season, rabbit season?
So, you want to do your martial art dodge?
yep.
There it is. Oh, wow. By 1 point, you avoided. Okay, so he gets a hand. You can see him trying to do that same maneuver. One hand on top, one hand toward the just in front of the grip, in front of the trigger guard and stuff. He's trying to yank that gun away from you. But just at the last second, you kind of you pull the gun back a few inches, and he misses his grip and doesn't get it. He still does a maneuver, tries to. He just doesn't have a good enough hand on the weapon to actually take it away from you. So
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense.
And next, he is going to try a cold. Let's see. We'll do a cold shot strike to your head with his gloved, metal-geared hand.
Oof.
Let's see your dodge.
Let me just check something quickly, because I might not go for the dodge. I might go for the. I just need to double check what I
You
get.
can try a block or something.
Red flag.
I've got block. I've got dodge.
You might go. You gonna go for the parry?
I am thinking about going for the parry, so that on my turn I can turn the parry into a throw.
That's a good call.
Mm-hmm.
But do you have a good parry for? Oh, block parry for Aikido is amazing. Yeah, no, 4 bonus. Yeah.
It's ridiculously good. I just have.
It's ridiculously good at defense.
Let me just pull it up. Block parry, yes, is done.
Okay, so you successfully block. So he just takes a strike straight out at you. Obviously, he's going for your head. You're able to just move side a little bit, but as he stretches out, you can hear some servos. You can hear that arm when it reaches full extension. You hear a click, and then it click as he pulls it back.
Well, except that he's not going to be pulling it back because
He's not going to be pulling it back
because
because
now going to be turned into a
Right.
wrist lock throw.
Okay, you're right. He is not giving up. He is going to take a third action with his negatives for it and try to kick you. No called shot on this one, but he is going to try to kick you. And I'm going to say, since you're right on top of each other, you've already locked his arm up. It is unlikely he's going to be able to hit you anywhere but below the waist. Like one leg, or maybe torso, or a leg, Let's see what happens. Do you want to? Do you want to just do dodge, or what would you like to do on this one?
I will continue to already got his arm locked up.
Right.
He's taking a kick, so to use a block kick to stop. So I'll use the stop kick block parry.
Oh, could you imagine grabbing the arm and the leg and then full body pressing this poor bastard into the ground?
Well, damn, you succeeded. So.
Oh crap!
Did you? So do you have his?
You've got him. So
you've got his arm and his leg locked up now. Is that right?
No, in effect, he's taken a kick, and what I've done is used one of my legs to basically turn the foot out and basically knock the kick off to the side, so he's also off balance.
Oh,
because obviously it didn't go where it was supposed to, and now he's about to go flying into the barricade.
So there you go. Oh man, he's not giving up. He's gonna try to kick you again. Oh wow,
he's gonna try and kick again.
Yep.
With
I don't think there's
leg?
Well, he doesn't. He's doing a jump kick thing, but you can see the roll. I mean, he's like the fourth action. This is a lot of penalty here, but he's trying.
It's a lot of penalty and a natural.
And a natural one. So yes, so you do that. Okay. So as soon as he does that, he completely throws himself off balance with that last attempt to kick. And I'm going to say, since he can't, if he fell, he goes prone, he would have to take you with him. So I'm going to say, basically, your next attack, you don't have to roll to hit. Whatever you want to do, you got it.
Lovely. Well, he's basically being thrown into the barricade and literally just.
Oh, and you are next. You are next. So do that.
Straight into the barricade.
So yeah, you tossed him into there. Roll your damage. And no armor. And
the kung fu is strong in this one. Not.
Oh yeah. So he goes hard against the barricade and just hits it. The barricade actually does not bow, but it kind of the top of it's not supported, so it kind of leans a bit, and he just like a sack of potatoes, the proverbial sack of potatoes, straight to the ground at the edge of the barricade there. Not moving. So, are you doing anything else, or was that sufficient?
I think I shall just adjust the assault rifle so that it's now usable.
Okay, you can do that. Pac-Man.
No, Stringer next.
Stringer.
And then Vex. And
Stringer. Pardon me, Stringer.
I'm reloading.
You're reloading. Okay, you've reloaded it. Next. As
Me?
So Vex, yeah.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna run for the hole.
What is your body Vex? What is your body?
I have an 8, so
Okay.
what you call it? I run 18. I can leap 4.5.
Right.
And
So
what I was gonna try and do is leap through the hole in the wall.
Okay.
And do some John Woo suppressive fire with both guns at Solo right in front of me.
Okay. So you do that leap, and actually this hole is significantly bigger than you. Bullet is a body 12. So
Makes sense.
yeah, you're and he actually made it hit just a hair bigger than him. So yeah, you have no problem leaping through there, jumping in there, and you're gonna do suppressive fire. So you fire, whatever your rate of fire of your two weapons are. How many rounds is that?
Since I have the Militech, what is it? Where'd the name go? It completely disappeared. What you call it? I had. What the hell is it not doing? Okay, there we go. I have a Federated Arms X9mm with a fire rate of 2.
Okay.
And a Nomad Revolver 44 with a fire rate of 1.
Okay, so 3 rounds. And you're just doing suppressive fire, so you're not necessarily trying to hit him, you're just trying to get him to hit his head down. And he is able to move a little bit because he hasn't really done anything. So, actually, no, he doesn't move that way, he's going to move this way, because that's where his primary is. So he moves a few feet.
Sorry, for rolling the weapon, how would I roll it? I would roll 3d6.
I don't, with suppressive fire,
suppressive fire is an attack roll against Cool Will.
Okay. Yeah,
and
it's
if
not.
You fail, you're pinned. Something like that.
Oh,
right?
yeah, you're pinned. Yeah, it's. Yeah, so do you have both weapons set up on your sheet? You can just hit the auto fire and fire.
You can't suppressive fire with non-automatics because it's a 10 by 10 area.
That's true. You have a point. I'll give you this. You can if you're. What is your goal? What are you trying to accomplish? Are you just trying to keep him from doing something? Basically,
Yeah, I was
or-
trying to just basically hold him down and keep him distracted. Hopefully, put
Okay.
as many bullets in him as I can.
So roll your roll your 3 attack rolls, and yes, you came in. You fired in that general direction. You're not gonna hit him, and he moved over to protect his primary more. And
What are the blue boxes?
the blue boxes you've got. This is a desk. The smaller one is a desk, and this bigger one is a bed. And these both look brand new.
Perfect.
So that first one is the Federated Arms,
Okay.
and then the second one is the Nomad Revolver. Do I put a -3 because that's my second
Yeah.
gun?
Actually, because you don't have anything to account for it. If you're going to fire them both, you would have a -3 for each of them.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
in this case, it's not a problem in this case for what you're doing right now. The way we're playing this. If you're actually trying to try to hit someone, if you're doing a regular attack roll, you would have a negative for every one of them. But mostly here, I'm looking to make sure you don't fumble one of them. And the Federated Arms has a rate of fire 2, so you can do your second shot with that one if you want.
Oh, cool.
And I will go ahead and roll. Make sure he doesn't fumble, which he did not. He actually rolled quite high. Okay, so what everybody sees here, you see there was the explosion. There was some other nice martial arts combat going on. And the guy got thrown into the wall. Vex, out of nowhere, leaps into the room and just starts shooting in the general direction. He hits around the front of. There's a little chest here at the front of this bed. He hits the bed, and he hit the wall once over here. And this guy, as soon as he saw you coming through the room into the room, he kind of backed up a couple of steps to be right in front of the primary here.
I didn't think that.
And-
Sorry, I coughed and spasmed my finger.
Oh, okay. I understand. You weren't actually trying to roll your luck. Okay. So you hit over there, and
God,
And,
that's what I forgot. I wanted
he-
to throw in luck, but it's alright.
you wanted what?
I meant to throw in luck, but it's okay.
Oh,
I'm in the
okay.
middle of
Worked
the
out.
action.
It worked out.
Yep.
This guy raises his rifle and points it at you. It is clear that you had not in any way intimidated him. You've only caused him to make sure that he was between you and the guy he's protecting. And that is your
Alright.
turn. So who is next?
Me.
Stringer? Oh, you, Pac-Man. Oh, man, I didn't realize. Yeah, it was. You are slow.
I was slow this time.
So what you
Well,
gonna
good
do?
news. You moved the guy out of my way, which is all I needed, because my
Okay.
7 words are: I said, get down or stay down. And I jump up on top of the bed. It's not a huge kip, I don't think. Do you need me to roll in athletics?
Go for it. No,
for
you're
that?
good. Let's hear the rest of what you're planning to do.
Since this guy, you said his visor's up, I'm going
Yep.
to make that -8 called shot with all 4 shots right into his face, because bullet said dead or alive, and I have a DNA scanner to prove who he is. So I said, get down or stay down.
Go for it, dude. Go for it.
After everything, it's let's see, +4, -4. Oh!
Oh!
Well,
And since it's point blank, it's full 24 to his unarmored face times 3.
oh man. All right. All right. So, yeah. So, Vex ran in, did his suppressive thing. Bodyguard, this dude, the last remaining hope of the corp to not get killed or get hauled off or whatever. He's standing here. He's raising that rifle to point at Vex, and yeah, out of nowhere, Pac-Man runs over here, jumps up on the bed, shoves his revolver through the open face shield of this guy's motorcycle helmet, the corpse, and blows his head apart. Yeah. So what's funny is, what's humorous about this is, okay, so there's no, and nothing hits the wall, nothing comes out the back of the helmet or anything like that, right? The front of your weapon is covered in goo, but that's it. There's no longer a face there, where there was a face on the other side of the right there. There's no longer a face there. But the helmet has contained all of
Chunky
it,
salsa.
pretty much. All of the mess. It did not put a hole in the back of the helmet. It was a pretty high armor helmet, and the guy immediately slumps down and almost pulls you off balance, because your barrel is sticking inside the helmet as he falls, and you're standing on a bed. So about pulls you down, but not quite. He just kind of slumps down there. All right. So, and this is this guy. This is the last guy. Do you want to say anything else to this dude that's still here? The last person, the bodyguard here.
Just authority.
Pac-Man would be. You have an opportunity to say something to this guy also now.
Yeah, your boss is down. Surrender.
Do you want to do intimidate?
I could do intimidate, I guess. It's not any better. Actually, it's worse. Intimidate is worse than authority at that. Well, I suppose
Shit himself.
with soiled undies from Chunky Salsa, one would surrender rather quickly. There's nothing in the world for that. Between Mr. Toss'em round.
So, did you go ahead and roll your intimidate anyway, just because?
Okay.
Just because, please. Okay, it's just you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So yeah, he is in the process of bringing this rifle up to point it at Vex. As you do this, he looks at what used to be now there's a helmet sitting on top of a heavily armored trench, and the helmet, as he looks over there at the floor, the helmet kind of rolls away, and there's just his neck. There's no head left. Right? And he looks back over at you, and he just flips it over, turns the gun around, the rifle around, and hands it to you. And just when you don't immediately take it, he drops it right there at your feet and starts putting his hand behind your head.
Fair enough.
Yep. He will do what you ask now. And that's everybody.
I believe that's a secured room. That's a secured scene.
I believe so. And now I'm going to be really skeevy and take all the clips that I can get my hands on for this assault rifle I've just stolen and size up all of the people that I've downed to see if any of their metal gear will fit.
Okay.
Well, while he's doing that, I'm gonna go for wallets.
For bullets?
Wallets.
Wallets. I misunderstood you. Wallets. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we're actually in my. I have at that point. I should have actually called it already, but I wanted to try and finish this. So
Yeah, I am.
if
To be honest.
Yeah, same.
Yep. So if we'll do this, if you guys will put in the Discord what each of you are looking or searching for specifically, put your requests in there. I will come up with a list of what everybody finds, and we will do the rest of this cleaning up this scene and getting out of the building and stuff next time.
Yep.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
I was just wondering if the entertainment center was new.
Actually, you will notice everything in this room is new. This room is clean. Everything in this building so far has been nasty, garbage. Somebody may have been trying to use it, but it was. I mean, anybody else, any of you would have considered probably garbage. Even Vex, even the Nomad, who has a tendency to want to collect anything that might be repairable, might be usable, in case the pack needs it for something or could use it. It's all trash in this building. Everything in this room is clean, is brand new. Not only is the room clean and everything's brand new, beyond that, this room doesn't stink. Every other place you've been in this building has been a stench. You know, it's people have been living in here without running water for years. Not to mention the building is decaying. Not to mention there was a flood in this building. But this room doesn't. This room is clean. So, yeah, everything in here is brand new. Even these porta toilets that are back here are like the nicest porta toilets you can get. So, yeah. Anyway,
All right.
that's what you got. That's what's in here. Some of it, there's a real question as to how it got in here, but we can talk about that next week.
Sounds
So,
good.
as I said, make sure you put your requests in Discord. Everybody is going to get, which we can spend it next time, or if you want to spend it in between, put it in Discord. Everybody's going to get another 100. We'll do this. This was pretty successful and well done. I'm going to say 125, 120. Sorry, everybody gets 120 IP. I know. Everybody gets 120 IP for finishing this out, and
Cool.
yeah, we'll figure out wallets and all the other stuff next time. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right.
Sounds
Thank you,
good.
everyone.
Thank you very much for tonight. It was
Thank you
great.
so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Absolutely. I thought I messed up with the reload right outside now that seeing the Metal Gear. It's like, well, I've got nothing that can hurt this. Even using
Right.
standard rounds, I'd have to be point blank. And then praise be a man with his visor up.
You know,
That's all right. I thought
He's
I
just a
died like
corp.
3 different times.
in Vex, you made it barely, but you made it for the finale.
Oh, you know, you get lost a few times. Eventually, you get to the right spot.
That's
Well,
right.
more importantly, you were perfectly timed. You moved that guy out of the way. Otherwise, he was literally in the way of me doing this maneuver. It would have just choke slammed me to the floor like a little flying gnat.
It just worked out.
Yeah, better to be lucky than good, right?
All
It
right,
would appear
guys.
in this
Catch
case.
you all next
All
week.
right.
Have a good
Anyway,
one.
guys, thank you all,
You too.
and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.
Yep.
Adios.